All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all, Naija Wash family. How are you guys doing today? Happy Monday to you all, 21st March 2022. How are you guys doing, my people? Yes. First of all, I want to thank every one of you who have supported this course, this debate, this protest today. I want to say thank you so much. Every one of you actually turned up. I want to say thank you, including those that donated 1,000 naira. Thank you. Those that donated 1,500, 3,000 naira. Thank you. Those that donated more than that. Thank you. You know, we appreciate all of you equally. Thank you so much. And I want to let you guys know that the protest is still going on. I want to give you the update of the protest right now. Then we'll take it from there. And the beautiful thing, the good news about everything right now, our land grabbing fundraising, you know, we have set up a link now on GoFundMe. GoFundMe is a platform where you can use to donate money, and whatever you put there, the whole world is seeing it, all right? Because I like to do my things in a very transparent way. I was born like that. So I was not too comfortable with accounts of a thing, because although I was comfortable with it when we were doing it within our Naija Wash group, now that we are out, so I decided to quickly open a GoFundMe. I think that will be much better. So the account number, the link is right there, pinned in there. Click on it and see how it works. All right. Whatever you want to put there, please don't forget to write your real name, you know, so that you can be easily identified. Thank you very much, my people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all. I can see Mother of all in the building with us, Mommy the Aspra. I can see Patricia Enofe, my dear sister. Thanks for joining us. Bobby Ajay, thanks for joining us. Thank you very much. You know, Audion, why dear, thanks for joining us. Good morning. Naomi Bella, I can see you. See for John. Good morning, and good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. Joseph Patrick is right there with us. Iwosa Francis is there. Good afternoon to you. I greet every one of you. Thank you very much for joining us. Please, let's continue with the second part of this protest. God bless you all. Please help us to share and hit the like button. Thank you.
Solidarity forever. We shall always fight for solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. We shall always fight for our life. In Africa. In Soleto.
You already know why we are here. We are embarking on a very peaceful protest against the state government, the Edo State House of Assembly, for their proposed ceding of Edo communal land to the monstrous herdsmen in Edo State. We are aware of the criminal activities of these herdsmen in our state. They go to farm, destroy our farmlands, kill our people, rape our women, and it has been a very serious concern that has caused serious security challenge in the state and in the nation at large. Over time, we have prevailed on the state government and the federal government to put a stop to these herders' menace in our society. At the time, we are also aware that the South-South governors met in the South-South Governors Forum and agreed on a single decision to put a stop to open grazing in the southern region of Nigeria. All the states in this region have implemented the anti-open grazing law except Edo State. We have prevailed on the state government to, with immediate effect, transmit the bill to the House of Assembly to legislate upon, so that we can have a law that prohibits open grazing and as well as protect the farmers and our communities. Specifically, October 11, 2021, the state governor called a town hall meeting to discuss way forward on the activities of the herders in the state. In that meeting presided by the state government, in that town hall meeting presided by the state government, the governor specifically said that Edo State does not have land to give to herders or to cattle rearers. That cattle rearing is a private business, just like every other businesses. And went further to say that any individual or group of persons that want to go into cattle rearing business should go and negotiate and acquire their land for their business. So we are happy that at the time the governor has taken sides with the people. But very unfortunately, shortly after that town hall meeting, the governor of Edo State, His Excellency Dr. Godwin Obaseki, visited the Aso Rock, met with President Muhammadu Buhari. After pepper souping and bestowing with the president, he suddenly turned around against the Edo people and said that he has gone to Abuja to solicit for funds to establish ranching in Edo State. And it was just 2 days before that day that the state governor said that there is no land, or rather, I don't think government do not have land to give to individual businessmen. We, at the time, in Soweto, in Africa, to hit on the point why we are protesting this morning, there is a bill in the Edo State House of Assembly, Section 4, Section 5, Clause 57 of that bill suggests and propose that 10 to 20% of every arable land in our community will be given by Edo State government to these headers to establish Ruga cattle colony for cattle rearing. We are coming out this morning to say no to cattle colony in Edo State. To say those that are ready to go into cattle rearing to go and establish on their own. In Soweto,
In Africa.
in Africa,
In Soweto.
EJ. So, comrades, so please let's march peacefully to the road.
We are the people. The power of the people. Africa we are not against open crazy at all. But what we are against is the provision that feed 20% of our community land to herdsmen, to herders, to killers, to marauders, to stealers, to rapists, to thieves, to others. We are against Edo State. We cannot be Rugarized. Can you be Rugarized? Other than by you, can you be Rugarized? We say no to cattle Ruga. We say no to cattle colony. We say no to 20% land. For cattle rearers. Cattle rearing is a private business. Cattle rearing is a private business. If you work for a time, entonces es transparente. Entonces Fulani Herdsmen. We say no to 20% civil of our land for cattle rearing. Living land for Ghana. Please Let me move forward. We cannot be recognized.
Let's break that line.
We cannot be deceived.
Those are records. We have the coalition of civil society organizations. We have student union, community-based organizations. We have come out today in mass to say no to government proposed ceding of communal land to herdsmen of Ruga, cattle colony. Cattle rearing is a private business. It's a private business. Whoever that wish to establish cattle rearing should go, like every other business, to go and acquire their individual lands and establish their business. The state government did not give land to my grandfather to farm. We have many farmers, either of fishery, piggery, berrying, etc. It is not the state government that gave them land to farm. They acquired their individual land. Why will the state government be concerned about cattle rearing? That they have resolved to give up to 20% of communal land, arable land in every community to herders for Ruga. We are not against anybody coming to Edo State to Fulani for business, but we do not want the state government to engage our future, the future of our poor children, to engage the Fulani Kingdom. We are saying no to clause 57 that propose ceding of communal land to Fulani Herdsmen. The state government, like I said, have no business in a private business. We are aware that there is a conspiracy between the Edo State government and the federal government to establish Ruga in this state. We will not allow it. We will do everything possible within our powers as a citizen to stand against every unjust law. Any law that tries to engage the future of our people, we will stand against it. This morning we say no to ceding of Edo communal land for cattle rearing.
They were not in the background, you know. I think when we are doing like this, the the public has to be aware of what we're doing. And I think most of the work he has been doing has been within him and his employed members of the House Assembly. We are saying no to that. I mean, there has to be consultation. We have the states. I'm sure that most states don't agree with this. Why Edo State? Why Edo State? I mean, he has to have the retake. And any law passed by House Assembly that is not being recognized, it's not recognized law. Because, I mean, the government is for the people. If it's for the people, then they discuss what we have done wrong. That is what is truly happening. If you cannot give us land to farm, you cannot give us land to do history, you cannot give us land to do agriculture, then why would not take our land to do
we shall always fight for Freedom coming by struggle. Freedom coming. Isolato.
I don't see the people who arrest me for revolution now. They were protest.
All comrades behind the banner.
Behind the banner.
Everybody behind the banner, please. Apart from the media, every other person is behind the banner. Police, not behind the banner.
I was going to protest 2 weeks ago, and we were waiting patiently to join them. And look at the
Isoleto! Isoleto! Africa! Africa! Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. We shall always fight for our rights. Freedom cometh by struggle. Freedom come by struggle, by struggle. Freedom cometh by struggle. Freedom come by struggle, by struggle. Freedom come. Freedom cometh by struggle. Freedom come by struggle, by struggle. Freedom come. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome today. Living a heart. Isoleto, Africa. We are here this morning. Coalition of civil society group, student union, community-based organization, religious body, in unison to say no to the proposed ceding of Edo communal land for cattle rearing. Cattle rearing is a private business, like every other business. So therefore, the state government have no business in giving Edo state land, community land, to private businessmen. Everyone here, majority of us are farmers. Our grandfathers, our fathers are farmers. See, the state government give land to our fathers in the village to farm. No. Why do the state government want to give our land to herdsmen for cattle rearing? That is the question we have come to ask our honorable, the Edo State House of Assembly.
Yes, sir.
We are aware of the criminal activities of these herdsmen in Edo State
Yes,
and in
sir.
Nigeria at large.
Yes, sir.
The state government and the federal government is overwhelmed
Yes, sir.
by the killings and the wanton destructions of lives and property.
Very correct.
We have prevailed over time on the government to come up with a law to prohibit open grazing and to provide for security for the farmers and inhabitants of the state. The state government, in time not too long, called a town hall meeting to chart way forward on the activities of the herdsmen in the state. In that meeting, the state governor, His Excellency, Governor Godwin Obaseki, specifically said that Edo State does not have land. That Edo State cannot give land to private businessmen.
That's true.
We all applauded the governor. We were happy because at the time he took side with the people.
That's true.
But very unfortunately, shortly after that meeting, the state governor evaporated from Edo State and condensed in Atopia. We saw in the news.
A senior between.
After months of pursuing and kidnapping, when the powers that be in Azora, we heard in the news
Yes, sir.
that the governor
Yes.
suddenly changed his stance on the open grazing
Yes, sir.
law.
Yes.
And he said
Yes.
that he has come to Abuja
Yes.
to solicit for funds
Yes.
to establish
Yes.
cattle colony
Yes.
in Edo State.
Yes.
We are saying no.
Yes, sir.
We are saying no. Soleto, Soleto, we Africa.
Soleto.
Honorable proposed 20%.
We Africa. Soleto. Amanda. Amanda. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. We shall always fight for our rights. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. We shall always fight for our rights.
This will let you,
Africa.
Mr. Speaker and members of the House. My name is Comrade Curtis Okpebo, the Interim Coordinator General, Edo Civil Society Organization. We are a coalition of civil society organizations in Edo State, religious group, student union, and community-based organizations. I have with me several other civil society players in the state. Beside me, Comrade Kola, we have Comrade Jope, Barrister St. Michael, we have Comrade Chak, we have Comrade Nusa Owas, we have Comrade Kelly, and several others. And they are all representing different civil society and community-based organizations. With due respect, Mr. Speaker, we have before us a communique, our position paper. Our time will not permit us to read through. All right, Mr. Speaker, time will not permit us to read through the entire content of our communique. We are already heading and go straight to the issue why we are here. Coalition of civil society groups, student union, community-based organizations and other stakeholders today being 21st March 2012, protest against Edo State government proposed ceding community lands to killer herdsmen for Ruga cattle rearing. Mr. Speaker, sir, we are aware of the criminals and the monstrous activities of herdsmen in Edo State and Nigeria at large. That as it stands, not even the federal government are able to devise a means to stop the killings and the destruction of the herdsmen all over the country. As we speak, sir, more than 10 communities in Edo State are under siege and almost in a total extinction. Mr. Speaker, over time we have agitated and we are still agitating for the state government to come up with anti-open grazing bill. At the time, the South governors came together and agreed that they will stop open grazing in the entire southern region. As we speak, eventually all the states in the region have implemented that law to prohibit open grazing and to provide maximum security for farmers and inhabitants of their various states. Sometime not too long, Mr. Speaker, the state government called a town hall meeting to chart way forward on the activities, or rather the clash between farmers and herders in the state. You were in that meeting, Mr. Speaker, where the governor specifically told us that Edo State do not have land to give to private business. We agree in that meeting that shortly after that meeting, executive bill will be transmitted to the State House of Assembly for immediate legislation. We were taken aback.
Surprised.
Mr. Speaker, we were perplexed.
We're surprised. Oh, we're crying. Bamboozled.
Seeing the governor in Aso Villa, stooping and besouting with the president. Shortly, we heard in the news that the governor has gone to Abuja to solicit for funds to establish Ruga. We ask, what is the business of the government in private business? Vis-a-vis cattle rearing. Mr. Speaker, you are aware, like every other Nigerians, that the federal government of Nigeria, led by President Muhammadu Buhari, came up with a law, the Ruga law or policy, and the cattle colony policy, which the Nigerian people rose up, stood against vehemently that law. And they have been finding one way or the other to reintroduce it to the people. We are also taking aback, Mr. Speaker, see in the news that the bill is before the Edo State House of Assembly, and a section or a clause of that bill, precisely for slide 7, proposed that the state government will cede up to 20% of arable lands in the country.
You said no! You said
Mr. Speaker, sir, we are here just for a purpose. To tell the Edo State government that the Edo people will not sit or give not even 1%, not even 1% of our land to headers for Ruga, for cattle colony, or for ranching. It is very simple, sir. We have demands and recommendations in our position paper. But the message, sir, the private businessmen who want to invest in cattle rearing, like my father in my village or my grandfather in my village, acquire their farmlands for farming. They should go their separate way to go and sort out for land to do their business. It is not the business.
Not so. Not so.
The only thing that the state government needs to do, Mr. Speaker, is to set up a committee or a task force to monitor, to regulate the activities of the headers or the cattle rearers. It is very simple, Mr. Speaker. That is why we have format in a very diplomatic manner to tell you, sir, that that section and every other section that tend to legalize the criminal activities of this Herdsmen should be totally expunged from the bill. Mr. Speaker, we will not hesitate to remain in the streets should in case the readings continue. We will not also hesitate to ensure we take our destinies in our hands to defend our land. Honorables in the House, there should be a town hall meeting to this effect. The Edo State House of Assembly should immediately call for a town hall meeting.
A public hearing.
A public hearing. So that you can get the input, the opinion and suggestions of the people. Because the law you are making, sir, is for the people.
Yes, sir.
Not for those who sit next to the Congress. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, for coming out to receive us. Isoleto.
The last time, now, Commissioner lost for you, not for his family. Mrs. Speaker will remember.
Isoleto.
Africa.
Africa.
Isoleto.
Aluta.
Continua.
Victoria.
Asaka.
I want to thank you on behalf of my colleagues for the peaceful manner that come out this morning to hear from your representatives, to register your feelings. We are representatives of the people. You are the people of Edo State. We are here to make laws and oversight on behalf of the people. You are the people. The issues we are talking about, we are taking responsibility to deal with those issues because we know we are doing it for the people.
One closer for the speaker. Closer. One for the enemy.
I wouldn't want to keep you for too long, but just to join you to say that the same right you have as an Edo man, same right I have. I am only privileged to be here today to preside over this great institution on behalf of the people. And I join you to say that not an inch of Edo land will be ceded. Now, to recall that we had a town hall meeting to discuss the issue that had to do with the ban on the open grazing
October level,
sir. And I did make a statement that we were going to take the position of the people. This bill got to us sometimes, the executive bill got to us sometimes in February this year. And today is 21st of March. You will agree with me that ever since this bill got to the House, we have not done anything in secrecy. In fact, if there's any bill that has enjoyed robust engagement and discussion, it is this anti-open grazing bill. Now, to dispel the rumors making around that there's a proposition that 20% of arable land in the community, government intend to cede those land. It is not true, and it is not possible. It cannot happen in our time. Even when we are not here, we will not allow it to happen. Just to dispel those rumors and fears. And you all know that government responsibility is to protect lives and properties. And one of those things that government help to do when it comes to encouraging economic activities in the state is to create an enabling environment for investors. I grew up in the village. Today we are talking about cattle. There are other people who are also into other animal husbandry and what have you. These people go to source for land, secure those lands, and possibly get government approval to do their business. Government does not intend and will not take community lands to give to anybody to do his own private business. Now, the bill before us, government is trying to, their proposal is that this house give legislative backing for government to have a regulatory body so that people don't go and connive with communities and come to say they have not acquired land, thereby causing breach of security to other neighboring communities. So if you must do any business that has to do with cattle, government will now regulate your activity. Yes. For instance, if you come to say you have XY hectares of land in Iwekwe, you must be able to explain to government how you came about that land and what you intend to do with it. If government gives you permit and they see that you are going to do something else, government will also withdraw that permit and even revoke such land. Government does not intend. Where are the lands? When we are already talking about deforestation, our reserves are no longer there because of community issues. They're not going to community to destroy government reserves. Then the ones we don't have, we now give to for people's private business. It is not possible. So just to thank you that you heard rumors. Instead of you taking to the streets, you choose to come in a very civic manner to engage us and to know the facts of this matter. And the +5 subsection 7 that you are talking about, I don't know if you have seen that bill as a matter of fact. It says that the committee shall regulate the activities and area where anybody come forth to, carry out ranching. For instance, if you now find 3 communities, that have boundaries together, and some persons mischievously go and say they are now through whether the youth development or the young ways acquire those areas, government have right to tell them we are not giving you permission to do all of that. So your colleagues who are also doing same assignment and business as you, they left here a while ago, and they made a very important point, which we have taken note of, that lack of information, proper communication. And I want to promise you that we will bridge the gap. We will now continually communicate with you. Yes. We will not pass a law that will become victims of, but rather we will pass a law that guarantees peace and security for the people of Edo State. So we will look at your documents and give it a critical consideration. And in the next few days, you are going to hear from us and to assure you that the issue of 20% or even 1% or an inch, it is not true. We will not allow it. This house will not pass it, and we will not encourage any house, even after now, to dabble into such issues. So please go about your peaceful deliberation on these issues. And if there are other areas where you feel you need more information, we are always here. Our doors are open to engage you. God bless you all.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker and honorable members. Just quickly, I think we need to entertain one or two questions from our comment for proper clarification.
Okay, my name is Comrade Kelly Usobomokao, the president of Faculty of Peace Organization. Okay, my name is Comrade Kelly Usobomokao. I'm the president of Faculty of Peace Organization, one of the organizations that form the coalition for this protest. So I want to ask you, when is Edo State government and this house coming with a bill to prohibit open grazing, like your other states have done in the southern part of Nigeria? As it stands today, it's only Edo State that don't pass such bill. And that bill, like what we said the other day, that bill also provides for security, for having a security network to also protect our land, property, and life in Edo State. So when are you going to pass that law so that we can tell other states?
Thank you for this question. It's very explicit. I will explain a bit the process for which a bill is passed. First, executive bill has been transmitted to the House. We give it first reading and second reading. At the second reading of the bill, we discuss the merit and demerit of the bill, if that bill should fly, which we have done. After the second reading, which means that this bill has survived, we commit such a bill to committee. And the committee, in this case, had 2 weeks to report back. The committee submitted its reports, and we are now at what we call Committee of the Whole, where we discuss clause to clause of that bill, so that if there are any errors, we correct it and eventually pass the bill. So now answer your question very clearly. That bill is at the last lap of passage, and as we speak, there are security, like you mentioned, issues embedded in that bill that will help to guarantee life and property of this bill, which is the reason why I feel that this engagement, we need to quickly do what we need to do, so that these criminals will not take advantage of the position to start carrying out their nefarious activities. So I have assured you that there is no part of this bill that suggests that a part of the land anywhere in Edo be ceded to anyone for business purposes, but rather it provides a committee that will now regulate activities. And also, this bill also provides, some kind of arrangement that will create an employment for our people. For instance, if you have an area for ranching, it means that those cattle will be confined to those areas. People will now have to grow cow feeds and sell to those people who are doing this business, and thereby creating employment. What has led to this agitation today is that Edo people heard that there were some parts of land that government want to take and give out. We have told you today that it is not true. We will not be involved in it, and we will not pass such a bill. Otherwise, the bill is at the final stage of passage. Thank you.
Okay, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Another members present. Yes, we have heard from you, but we still want to appeal. Now, what? Comrade Solomon Ijogba is my name.
I want to appeal that when you are considering your committee, although it's part of our recommendation, you must ensure it's a robust committee. Security agencies must be represented, leaders, religious group, youth, civil society, organized labor, so that it will be farmers, so that it can be like a capturing everybody. That's on the one side. Quickly, sir. The House of Assembly, as we know, is a representative of the people. They are like a mouthpiece of the people because you see the governor and you are the government at your own right. Over and over again, we have cried day and night of the Edo Specialist Hospital and the Central Hospital. It's supposed to be a monument in places like the United States or the United Kingdom. It's like a monument because it's been over almost 100 years or more. But Mr. Speaker, civil society practitioners and activists in these states have cried again and again over the demolition of the Central Hospital. Mr. Speaker, we know it is the action and the authority of Mr. Governor. There is a divide between the legislators and the executive. But I said it to you today, or we speak this today because you are our representative. We have not gotten any feedback whatsoever on the reason why the Central Hospital is being moved, relocated, demolished, destabilized. Because if you say you are asking the Central Hospital to go to Stella Obasanjo, it's a death sentence. Because you have not been able to arrest the issue of traffic on Sapler Road. Anybody sick between Ring Road and Sapler Road, you are sentence the person to death. The issue of the other particular have not been resolved. And you are moving Central Hospital to where? And we are continually asked, who is Edo? Because it is not Edo State Specialist Hospital, it's Edo Specialist Hospital. Is it Edo Kawere or Edo Odio? And so, Mr. Speaker, we are encouraging and we are appealing to the House. So, just like you have mentioned, this communication gap is causing a lot of issues in Edo State. The government and the governor of the state should be able to reach out to the players. We are stakeholders in the development of Edo State so that we can know what is happening. At a point, like I said, when we came to talk about that is rumor. We have also heard here rumor or bush radio, if you like, that the Central Hospital will be turned into a commercial park, just like the way we had that the library was becoming a shop right. And today is a shop right.
That's what we tell the year.
That's what we tell also here.
No, that statement.
Oba Karaye will be a central motor park, and we know what became the aftermath of the building of the central motor park because of the actions of government. Why? Because of lack of communication and interaction. Government is a social engineering or social engagement too. We are holding government in trust for the people, and we want to appeal to you as our representative, as our mouthpiece, as our people, as our person. Let the government come out to tell us what they are doing at the Central Hospital. I beg and I beg. Thank you very much.
Isolato!
Thank you for this robust engagement. I am not aware of any official communication from the civil society organization as regards your requests to know what's going on at Central Hospital. If we get communication to that effect, this is your house, we will get back to you on that. But just to inform our people, interestingly, you mentioned Stella Obasanjo Hospital and talked about the issue of traffic, which is the main essence of now having to activate all our PHCs, primary health centers, across the 192 wards. Not one award, but you virtually now find these health facilities at every given point where you go to. And if there are issues at that primary health center, issues that they cannot address, they will make referrals to specialist institutions. But however, you have raised your concerns. let us have it in
Black and white. You shall get it.
Then we will get back to you on that. God bless you all.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir.
Governor never activate PSC. Governor never activate PSC. Kenny. Everybody's gone. Hey, they go.
But we support anti-open law that there should be a stop to open grazing. But we don't support that law. We say 20% of our land they consider give farmer. We they say cattle rearing is a private business.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, for this project this morning.
Yes, we peregrinated from our cocoons. We evaporated from our various houses, condensed at Edo State House of Assembly to say Kabudo Rejetamenta to the purported plan by Edo State governor to cede a portion of our land to killer Herdsmen to do their private businesses, putting into perspective the monstrous, the outrageous, the odious, the odoriferous, and scandalous activities of these dreaded Herdsmen that have caused sorrow for years and blood. Last year, about 7 months ago, Central Governors met where it was resolved, amongst other things, that governors should send an executive bill and the open crazy bill to the houses of assembly. Other governors have done theirs. Other governors have signed the bill to law. It took the governor about 5 or 6 months to consider the executive bill, and he unanimously sent the bill to the House of Assembly without the input of the people. There is a controversial, there is a satanic, there is a luciferic clause 57, that gives governor the opportunity to set up a committee that will determine the portion of land that will be ceded to these killer Herdsmen. Some members of the Edo State House of Assembly objected. Roland Asoro from Oriom local government area, his local government area has suffered the satanic activities of these dreaded Herdsmen, suggested that we should give 20% of our community land to these killer Herdsmen. to further kill our people, to further rape mayhem, to further cause mayhem in our communities. While some suggested 10%, so we are saying that 1% of our land should not be ceded to these killer X-Men. Some of these big politicians are cattle owners. They hold some of the cows we have. In Edo State, they want to use this law to grab our land to themselves to do their own private business, while our farmers continue to lament their lamentation because of the fact that no land. We are saying no to ceding of our land to killer X-Men. Anybody that is interested in cattle business, let the person go and purchase portion of land and do his business in lieu of Nicodemously grabbing our land to this killer X-Men in the name of ranching. We are saying no, that our obnoxious clause should be abrogated with immediate effect. That is the reason why we peregrinated to the Edo State House of Assembly to vent or to say capital detrimental to that controversial, to that satanic clause. Thank you.
I beg.
When last the speaker went to the government hospital to take care of himself?
What by water?
This one friend. This one friend.
How is Come this way.
Thank you very much, my people, for joining us to watch this. I appreciate every one of you. Yes, that was the protest. That was the part 2 of the protest today. My people, I salute all of you now as noted here today. All of you that supported for us to make this a reality. I appreciate every one of you. And I see say the way the speaker did talk, for me, I was very pleased. Although, if you see the way the speaker did speak, and I go know say he have so much respect for the people in that particular point. Say when they are off site, they do whatever they want to do. But the way he was talking, he talked with so much respect for the people. I appreciate that. They denied, these people, they like to con us, especially when they think that we cannot digest the kind of English they use to confuse everyone. Although he denied that they will never, or they have never said they want to give 20% of our land to Fulani Herdsmen. I call them Fulani Herdsmen because I know your verse. Yes, if you see, many of us are educated. Everybody who protested today, the civil society, and many, many more protesters, and the student union, everyone was there. Everybody went there because of the video we watched on ITV. But although, when I grow call, they talk and say, when you catch something and they deny them, or you do something, me say, it fear you, now me can't do them. You know me say, not do them, it fear. So I'm happy that the Edo State government know now, or they already know that the Edo people are gradually growing up, their awareness are gradually circulating everyone, even the one they thought that doesn't go to school and all that. We all are beginning to have the orientation, the awareness of what is happening across our communities. We cannot continue to be cajoled anymore. We cannot continue, to be deceived anymore by any government that comes in. It's so unfortunate that the governor of Edo State, Governor Obaseki's name is in fact circulating everywhere every blessed day. Do you know why? Because this social media thing kickstart more on his regime. If you check the time of Oshomole, me myself, I was not on air that time. Although my media was on air, myself, I was not on air. So I'm only feeling pity for whoever that will take over from Governor Obaseki, because the way the name of Governor Obaseki is circulating the social media, whoever that will take over from here are already in trouble in advance, because it's going to be checkmate bomber to bomber. We are not going to wait for things to get spoiled before you take actions anymore. We all must be proactive anytime, any day to stop it. Because once it happens, to reverse it will become a big problem. For example, if any bills is already passed, trust me, to reverse it is going to take probably eternity. Thank you very much, my people. I appreciate you all. The link is right there. I would like to hear from one or two of my panel so that they can tell me what they think about this protest so we can round up on this particular one. Before they will join me, the link is right there. I pinned it right there on the comment section. Join us. Tell us what you think. Or rather, a phone number you can call in. If you don't want to join, just call in. Tell us. Because it's good to hear from public review so that we know what to do next time. The phone number is right there. Let us know. What's your take? What do you think about this protest that happens today? You know, make we take on from there. But before we receive a call from anyone or have anybody on the screen, I would like to inform you all that we have a link now where we can raise money for land grabbing, not in account anymore. The reason why we brought that account out just for this protest, all right? So for this land grabbing is strictly on GoFundMe, so that we can take it from there. We have a caller right now. Hello, my brother Lucky. How are you doing today?
I'm fine. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you. Talk to us.
Yeah, I'd like to contribute. Like yesterday, I tried to call you yesterday. Maybe you are busy.
Sorry, my brother. So sorry.
Yeah. Thank you very much for all these efforts you are making to make sure our state is safe.
Thank you, my brother.
Please, I would like this formation to go to church, go to schools, go to all the event center. Let everybody intervene.
Yeah.
Because this guy, after he leave office, we are going to be chaos. These people will surround us before the next 8 years.
Yes.
These people will surround us and destroy our villages.
Yes.
They better stop it. Everybody has to stop. And I'm a supporter of Obaseki. Everybody know.
You are a big supporter. Yes.
This one, I'm not supporting it. I don't want to hear about this.
Lucky, to be honest, let me pause you right there, Lucky. You surprised me though, because all the calls you have made to this channel, 99.9% of all your calls is strictly to protect Governor Obaseki. I'm surprised you are talking like this. That means you are a true supporter who will never support anything that is wrong.
Yes.
Go ahead, talk to us. Wow.
Okay. Let the churches, let them call Sulema, call Pastor Mata Idaosa, all the churches in Benin, let everybody involved. Preach all this in the altar. Call your Catholic, let them preach all this in the altar. Go to your village and tell them. All the old chiefs, let them support. And we don't want to hear anything about this support or about Obaseki signing any document saying that they have to give any village to Ruga. We don't support it, we don't want it. Because our life is under this game when you never sign it. What if you sign it?
Yeah.
I'm not supporting about this one. I'm not supporting Obaseki about it.
Thank you, my brother.
Everybody should stop it.
Thank you, my brother Lucky. I really appreciate you. Thank you. All right. Before we talk to another caller right here, we have Israel Semota with us. But before I go to him, I would like you all to know that you see the impact that every one of us are playing on this platform. Listen, guys, some of us, maybe sometimes we look down on ourselves. Say, okay, may they talk, may they enter house. No. We know they talk, enter house. They talk and they shook them for body like sin and needle. When I see the way the speaker, Marcus Onobute, address the two protesters, the two group that went to him, it shows, except say all of us, none of us go school. We played video with Una talk. The reason why Una pause for further deliberation, we know. Before Una finish Una deliberation, I make us proactively came out to say no. Now, Edo State Speaker, Honorable Marcus Onubu, don't stand for the same lane where we did. Say, it not go ever happen. What if maybe we not cry out? Make we hear from our brother, Israel. Israel, thank you very much. Good afternoon to you, my brother. Talk to us.
Yeah, good afternoon, Nigeria Watch. Good afternoon, all Nigeria Watch family worldwide, and also in Edo. I must use this medium to thank everyone who has participated in this whole movement. They thought it was a joke.
Yes.
But a joke, you are seeing a reality now. You see, when, like what Mr. Elvis was saying, they thought you were talking, you would go and sit down inside your own house.
Yes.
But you talking every day, hours talk every day, and everybody contributing to this media, they have seen that it's now becoming a watchdog. You can hear when he was saying that they have been hearing it on social media, and this ring the bell to their ears so that they will know all this their cajole they have been telling you, oh, this one will not, it is going to come out. So you should be a strong opposition to whoever, any government, whether in or for, that is there for you. They must be there to represent you. You hear when they tell you just now, they are here for the people. Did they tell you they are here for themselves? So it means that the power belongs to you, the people. Don't give it to them. And this is why I tell you all the time, do not romance with anybody. It is your right, and they acknowledge the fact that it is your right as a constitution, and that is why they are there. They are holding the constitution in their pocket, and they know what it is, that the right must not be given to Edo people. Is that not what we have been saying?
Yes.
Your right as an Edo, as a citizen, it must not
be. And he also repeated that as well. He said the same thing you are saying now, the Edo State Speaker. He said the same right that you have is the same right that he has as well. That means nobody's right is bigger than anybody's right.
You see what we have been saying, my people? It's not only about insult, it's about using your own education to educate them as well, so that they will know there's nobody who's going to cheat each other here. You have not told them that it is your right, that they cannot use it or cannot use it as politics. They must go there and do what you ask them to do. Like what Nigeria was, anybody that comes there now is going to be check and balance. You come there, we'll check you. If you are not worthy, we'll tell you to go, because the power belongs to us now. It's not what they were doing to share it. They were using it as politics. I know you, paddy. It's not going to work anymore. And this is why you see, and I'm so happy that everybody in Edo State, they are waking up. And please, don't let anybody cajole you again. We must put the right people there. I can hear somebody telling you on the comment section, why did these people not come in? These people asking questions now to become the people who we elect in government offices. Yes, you are right. Now people are going to wake up, and this is why this platform is here, to collect the intelligent people who has the mindset. It does not mean that you have to go to school. No, it is how you use. Sometimes your common sense might be under your shoe. You will not know. It is how you use that common sense to teach other people where to go. And this is the right moment. No more giving you 5 kg to say, come and vote for me. You believe you, this is how you voted, and you can vote the nonsense, and they will go and give you nonsense. You must vote the right people to make sure that whatever you send them to do, they are giving you as dividends of democracy. This is the dividend of democracy we are telling you now. And you see that they acknowledge that what belongs to Edo remain in Edo. They are not going to share it, and we must stand by it. Don't ever go home and sleep. We will continue talking. He said that, I think they said it's 1% that listen to us. You can hear now, it's more than 1%. Don't go home and sit down. Continue to talk to them. And when the election, let the election come, they will still know that we are ready for them.
We are ready.
This is no time to say this is our party. We'll come and put it there. We are coming for you. Because I told people it is time to wake up. And
that's why we are unique.
Everybody that is listening now.
Yes, that's why Nigeria Watch is unique. We are not here. We are not going to endorse anybody. Our channel doesn't endorse anybody. You know.
And neutral. We want to work for Edo people. And
yes.
We want the right people to be in government.
Exactly.
We are not here to promote anybody, whether you are APC or PDP. We are not here to promote anybody. We are here to make sure that the people must eat first before other others who went who we elected. These
Thank you, my brother.
and must give us what we want. So I pray that everybody, please let us not fight. Let us engage ourselves with dialogue and make sure we put the right people in government. Thank you, and may God bless you.
God bless you, my brother. Thank you so much. All right, we have Ejina Ken with us on the screen. Ejina Ken, good afternoon to you, sir. I guess it's very early now.
Yes, good morning, my brother. Good morning. You know, I want to thank each and every one of us for a good job well done. I want to thank our brothers who are fearless back home and they took the bull by the horn.
Yeah.
You know, I love what the speaker said, but I don't trust them. They're a bunch of liars.
Exactly.
You know, yeah, and I also love what the other man says that we came here in peace for now, but we don't want to take the laws into our hands. But if you push us, we might. I love that. So that would tell them that we are not cowards. You know, we are ready for them. You know, and I pray that they do the needful. You know, it pained me so much that I supported Obaseki. I don't hate him. You know, I joined him to fight against Godfathers. I didn't know that he's going to be the chief priest of Godfathers. You know, my time, my money, my family, even my brothers, some of them right now, they are not talking to me because I deceived them. You know, I changed their thinking. This guy's cool in the United States. He did this, he did that. Let's back him up. He's going to make it different. You know, this is what he wants to do. I didn't know that man is just there for his own pocket. But I pray that God that we are serving is not sleeping. This fight is not yet done. You know, we have to keep on pushing them. You know, Nigeria Watch, I wanted to say something. I want to request for something. You know, I want we, the Nigeria Watch family, let's go on 1 day fasting. Maybe on Friday, maybe on Wednesday. Let's pray for it though. That fasting should just be for our land. You know, they need it. These killings, this evil should be stopped. What do you think? Hello? Hello? Network's bad.
All right. Ejina, are you there? Sorry.
Yeah, I'm here. It's like the network.
No, na NEPA, not the network, na NEPA.
Na NEPA.
Now, NEPA, now is your nice light for my head for you. And NEPA don't do their own.
I mean, when I say with the coming to broadcast, make it the on generator or use solar.
Yeah, my brother, and not be smart, you know. Not be smart. Now, so we see him. That's part of the things that we're still talking about here in Nigeria. You know, when we criticize the government, people protect them and criticize you back. Then you begin to ask yourself, why? What have you benefited since you were born as a Nigerian? Tell me what.
Nothing, my brother. Nothing. Nothing. And the whole world, light is the most cheapest thing to get now. Light.
Yes. No light for Nigeria, Baba. No light. We have a caller. Hello, my brother, Bright. Asamuda, thanks for calling. Please talk to us. How are you doing today? Good afternoon to you, my brother. Thank you.
I was just following the program some minutes ago.
Okay.
I saw the protest and I saw the representative. I heard all the promising words and all the talks. But sometimes it still beats my imagination that, you know, the government of the day, sometimes there are some, you know, policies they put up from that they are very, very strict on, that is very important to them. There is a kind of rapid response to push that policy and put it on the people, whether the people like it or not.
Yeah.
But there are some things that is going on in our own, you know, environment. In Benin City, there are a lot of things that have been going on that the government of the day, you don't see them talking about those issues. It is not a headache to them. But when there are policies like this, when it has to do with the federal government policy that we attract funds, that some of the funds, we the citizens will not know where those money goes. It becomes something, whether the people like it or not, there's a force on it. We remember before the election, the government of the day, during those days, those markets in Benin were burnt down. The government of the day made some, you know, promises to this market people. Up to today, I don't think anybody has come out to say the government of the day have empowered them with like maybe 100,000 gone down during those times. Or they have forgotten the issue of the fire service in Benin. I think it's hard time to do investigation on that. And we know what it's like, we forget this quickly. It's like we jump from one problem to the other. Now we are talking about 20% of the land to foreigners because they need to, they put their cattle in place and everything. 20% from the 100% is a big percentage, you know. And when you have the youth that are in Nigeria, some get deported from Libya, some people get deported, from other countries. They found themselves back in Nigeria. They don't have anything to do. You don't have anything like a government program that fund them. That is, you see the way this 20% land issue is pumping everywhere on the news. The House of Assembly, everybody is involved. You don't see when it comes to the development of the human resources community. You don't see the government of the day proactive in those efforts. Look at the issue of people that we achieved in Obarampo of that day. I'm not seeing it making headlines. Everybody is almost forgetting about that issue right now.
Yeah.
So sometimes I don't speak my imagination. Sometimes I feel like what is really happening to us. If we decide to say, okay, today we agree, the government of the day should give the 20% to these people to farm. Let's not forget that we live in a country that the government, they embark on policies, but they don't have maintenance policy. They just put it there. Then tomorrow, when that thing becomes a catastrophic event or brings a catastrophic event tomorrow, there is no precaution, later policies to cater for. If there are communal clashes tomorrow that have to do with conflict of interest between these people and the place that you have placed them with the people that we are really the origin of those people, the region, what becomes the later procedure of the government to say, okay, if something tomorrow should happen between the people that they put there and the people who are really in the last before, there is already a later policy, there is a law that this one should not fight this one should have a kind of a boundary that, there is nothing like that. You don't just give land to people, even in Europe, you don't just come to somebody's land without you have to know what goes on. You have to follow the rules and the regulations. What are the later, even though we have to agree. And we should not forget that these people have the cultural way of belief that, you know, they are kind of free to do whatever they want to do.
Yeah.
We know where we are coming from. So if the government of the day cannot settle issues that have to do with even land grabbing, that is within the indigenous beliefs within ourselves, we cannot really, you know, put those issues in settlement. Can the government in future put a settlement between an issue that has to come with maybe a Fulani man tomorrow with an Mafia Northeast local government person that maybe the Fulani might have cross his boundaries or all those. Those are things that we need to sit down and see. Because the government of the day tomorrow, we exist. We don't know who is coming today. But if this agreement already been signed and put today, is the next government, the next person in power, is he going to have the policy that they laid down for these people to make sure the interest of everybody is where they need to get on? These are the things we should be looking at. It's not a matter of saying 20%, or there are a lot of things going on. And I think your platform has done its very best to educate everybody, you know, especially we in the diaspora, because it's hard time we start speaking within ourselves. Because we see the political colonialism of people. I don't know the English to use, because the politicians in Nigeria, they don't make the people in Nigeria grow. When you talk about education, it's already there. When you talk about social growth, it's gone. You don't have, even the news don't get to the people. The people don't know what they are supposed to know, because the government of the day, they are succeeded in blinding the people of this part. So the people don't know their rights anymore. Whatever they give to them, they take. So I think the whole assignment of all this is based on us here. We should use this opportunity to enlighten our own people, your brothers, your cousins. You know, try to always, you know, talk to them to know what is going on in their society, so that they can change the system. Because if we don't do that, my dear, we are going to stay here for a long time. Because our people have been taken back. They have been taken back. Because I remember when I was growing up, I could access the news, I could go to a newspaper stand. In my school, the teacher could still tell me what is going on in my society or in the environment I'm living. But today, those things don't work anymore. Nobody tells you anything. You are just talking on air and they never took the light. Because you can afford to put fuel on your generator to power yourself, to continue whatever you were doing. That was why you are back here again. There are some people that cannot even buy 1,000 naira subscription to access Nigeria Watch. So a lot of information is just there. The people can't access it. The whole system is just going down. And here today, they are talking of giving 20% because somebody wants to come and farm or want to rear cattle and everything. At this 21st century, it's ridiculous.
Very sad.
When other countries are already putting down projects for 2045, 2050, we don't even have a game plan. What if what is happening in Europe today now escalates and all of us decide to say, no, let us find our way back home? What are we going to face in Nigeria when all of us return home? Because the world is in a mess today.
Thank you so much.
By the grace of God.
Exactly.
So in fact, some of us that think Europe will not concern me, and they know. The Europe we are living today, look at what yesterday I went to buy a Thomas 2 liter granite oil that I used to buy for 1 cent. It's not 2 for the cents. My salary remains the same, but the commodities are all going up. Are we going to continue to live? Tomorrow it becomes worse. And you know the society we live here in Europe, they are not dependent, not they are worse power, they are dependent. They need to pray on some other countries to drive their economy. If tomorrow things are hard for them, then we are for we find it difficult to live here. We have to go back home. It's simple as that.
Very sad, very sad.
What is our government doing for us? There is no plan.
No protection, no health care, no emergency service, nothing at all.
Even the protest, I was thinking I will see thousands of people in New Benin Market. Thousands, maybe the whole place is filled up. The people I saw there, I could easily count it. It still tells you that a lot of people still don't know what is going on in the society. A protest like that is supposed to be a protest that will close Benin totally today. No, nothing can go on in Benin. But you say that you can easily count the people that will attend the protest. There are not enough 200 people that will attend today. For something that is going to benefit the whole.
Yeah. I don't care life. Yeah. Thank you so much, my brother. You said it all. Thank you, my brother. Thank you, Mr. Bright. Thank you. Have a blessed day. Yes, to add to this, before I welcome our guests, our panelists, I mean, just last week here, last Thursday, a man that I'm not going to mention his name because the family, they want their privacy to be protected and all that. Although I asked that I wanted to, let people hear this so that others can learn from this. A man traveled to Nigeria for the first time. Maybe some of you could all hear this one, but for me, not my mom, I will hear the name. For the first time to travel to Nigeria, a Benin city, and it's from Uromi, Nisha land, although I'm not sure when he came, but last Thursday here inside Benin city there, he had an accident and he died after 20 years in abroad. The first time he visited Benin city. There was no emergency service to rescue him. His driver survived the accident. Inside town, his driver survived the accident, but the man could not survive it. The first time after 20 years of visiting home. You see, when we talk, some people, we say, stop what you are saying, stop attacking the government, stop this. Listen, guys, we don't hate the government. We need government to move on a nation, but we need to counter them. No emergency service. God forbid. Let's say again, God forbid. If this thing happened to you, you visit home. Say accident happened. One, our people are not educated to know that when ambulance is coming, they need to clear the road the same way we are doing abroad. If any sirens or any ambulance is coming, any emergency service is coming in Nigeria, no motorists, they come off a road. But they failed to understand that whoever that is inside that ambulance, it could be anybody. And it can happen to anyone. There was no emergency service. They said the car where they say they smuggled the man still put, they don't see road pass everywhere tight. At the year they reached hospital, he died. 20 years in America. Last night, this information was passed to me. I wanted to post the pictures at least, but some people might think, oh, you want to use it to make money and all that. They said, no. Okay, that's fine, but it's still good I talk about it. Because of my brother, Bright, what he just said right now, to let us all know that we are not going to live in the white man's land forever. Many of us are already tired. Me that is talking to you now, I resigned at a young age since 2016. I kept saying it. 2016 is when I said I don't want to work anymore. My company gave me a month to go think about it. Because I was very, very important with my company. With the company I was working with. IBM. I was very important. They love my service so much. They gave me 1 month because they thought I don't know what I'm saying. Maybe I don't drink Ogogoro. Said, no, that's fine. Mr. Elvis will give you time to go think about this. Do you want to resign? Why? And all that. I say, yes. They gave me a month. 2 days before that day, my boss called me again. Have you thought about everything? I said, yes. Even my own family members told me that, are you sure of what you are doing? I said, yes. But since that time till now, by the grace of God, I've never looked back. I'm so grateful to God. So do you think I spent more time since 2016 till now? I spent how many years? 2016 till now, how many years is that? That's about 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. That's 7 years, right? I can say in all the months inside that 7 years, I spent 6 years in Nigeria. Or okay, not to exaggerate so much, let's say 5 years in Nigeria. Because whenever I visit UK now, I only stay 3 months, 4 months, I'm back in Nigeria. A lot of us want to come back home. Some of them don't have the money yet. Some of them don't have the family that can encourage them to come. They don't trust their family. Some of them don't even know how to start. Some of them don't even have land yet. The land where they buy oil for economic carry. Some of them don't know how to do this. This is what we are fighting for. When we talk, people attack us. Look at that, our brother, 20 years. Now they say he spent for America. The first ever time he visit home. He had an accident in the city. No be saying an express road. Only him died. Some said it's spiritual attack. Some said it's this and that. Fine. Because of where we all came from, you know, the first suspect is always spiritualism. So what I'm saying here is that, one, when we hear the sound of ambulance, I'm sorry that I'm deviating, but I just wanted to address this. When we hear the sound of ambulance in abroad, you must leave the road. Ambulance or any emergency service sound, you leave the road. In Nigeria, they not go come off for road. Though they tell you, say, no, I'm very sure I know they come off for road. You don't know whether your papa 9 days at the ambulance. Very sad. I would like us to talk to Midwest Republic. Midwest Republic, good afternoon to you, sir. Thanks for joining us this afternoon. I beg, I would like you to talk to us. If possible, if you can address this particular one I just mentioned before we go to the protest, or start from the protest.
Thank you, my brother, for the wonderful job that you are doing, and everyone that is supporting you. So please, I saw this land grabbing support, but I was trying to go in there. This stuff, but it cannot take the numbers of my card. I don't know why. It took only 12 digits number, and the rest is unable to take the money.
Why?
I don't know. If I type, it doesn't go. Only 12 number from the card. It can take.
Oh, how many numbers do you have in a card?
I think
16, or I don't know.
12 plus that's 16. Yeah, 16.
Oh, that's strange. I don't know. I think we need to check that out. I don't know. Can anybody donate with the link?
Ask our people if they have donated there, so that I can know what exactly is wrong. Because when it got to the 12 number, I tried to put the remaining 4. It's not going. It's not taking them.
Oh, that's
so strange. Later, when more people come in, we can ask them if there's anything we can regulate them. Or don't really know. So concerning what you just said about ambulance is coming. This is the problem. You see, even these guys that are leading us, our so-called honorable we elected and the governor, I will tell you one thing, my brother. This abroad, we were opportune to come in and be inside the system, because being inside the system and studying in abroad is not the same thing at all. We have to know this. There's a big difference, because when you come here to study, they will give you some temporary numbers. You have to pay your insurance from where you are coming. But when you are in the system now, the government have to give an account of what you pay to them. And whatever you do, at least they will try to know. And they also create an opportunity for you to know what they are doing.
Yeah.
You understand me? Okay, let's go to driving that you just mentioned. If you go to driving school here, someone that is coming from Nigeria, you don't even know whether you have to clear for the ambulance. But if you go to Nigeria schools here, they will put you through. And when you go to driving schools, I mean to say, they will teach you the theory and the practical, irrespective of how this European country regulates their own. Because I did my driving license all in Spain, and here my son did his own. So I saw a lot of a little bit difference the way they, but how they go in the same direction. You understand me? How they structure it here in Sweden. So when I compare all of them together, our place, people don't go, there's nothing like driving school. The road they are driving, there is no paint. Here they measure road, they paint it, isn't it? So they don't even bother whether they paint road. Road is just like once they put the road is free, you just gas it. That's all. If you got an accident in Nigeria, you see people fighting. But here you don't fight, because even when someone fought you to make the error, you will know that if not because of the error of this next man, would have made this mistake. But you will still admit that you are the one wrong, because now you go jump person, something of that nature.
Yeah.
Because why? The school where you go, they teach you basic law. They teach you skill to drive. They teach you even to some extent how you can help yourself in case of if your vehicle is having problem, how you have to park for safety reason and everything. So now go back to our country, you learn through motorboy, you learn people, so far you learn how to drive it, put it in jack. And that's all. That's why we're in a total mess. So we need to question the way the way they educate people on how to do something in that country. Look at this lawmaker. Look at what they are saying today, and look at what came out on the news. What they are saying today now is quite different. When they saw that people are started coming out, and if you go to social media, it's like everybody eyes is red. They are not trying to say no, that one is a rumor. And this was what they said categorically clear, that this land belongs to government. I thank God for this peaceful demonstration today. So these guys are a serious threat to the land. And I pray for the youth, to particularly the diaspora, to see this opportunity and think of what next to do. Because there is no amount of complaint that's going to change these people. They are being held, they are very greedy. And currently the governor of the state who make this, who proposed this very law, and those state people should be vigilant about this guy. For me, I don't think Obaseki has anything to do with Edo. For me, I see him as an imposter, as a spy, and as a tool to use, to bring Edo people down, so that these people who have been planning with their evil agenda, so that they can penetrate the South very deep. He is the one that wrote this stuff. He wrote the good part from the beginning. We are stopping open grazing. Then he now went back to a clause and start writing very devilish something, how we will give them our land, so that these people will no longer be moving around. We will give them a place where they will stay. This is what the law means in a summary. So we will give them this land. We will not tell them not to be moving in the street again. That would be the anti-open grazing. It's just quiet. I'm so sad today that there's no opportunity to take it to his office direct so that he can speak over the bill, because he is the architect of this bill. So I just think people need to wake up, those that are concerned, because this is a serious issue. I think these people have penetrated us so much, and we need to be vigilant, because what is going on in Nigeria is no longer let us develop a country, it's let us conquer. So everybody, all of your hands have to be on desk, and they are trying to do it through various means. So a true Benin person will never in any way write this very kind of a bill to address and call it regulation. We are banning open grazing. You write, later you deceive it, and later you now say we should give them a place where they should. Why can't we even give our people that are rearing pig currently, poultries, fishery, and all those kind of stuff? Why can't the state government go and give them land and give them out of this money that the federal government want to give people? Okay, again, let us ask another question. Do you know that the cattle rearer don't even pay one tax to the state government? And that is one of the most lucrative business in terms of, as far as Nigeria is concerned. They pay no single tax. Even the government pump money to them. Ekiosa market it was on fire when he was campaigning. He promised, I will do, I will do. If it is a country where they keep record, they tell you amount of money they collect from that market annually. And yet when anything happens, there's no fire brigade to assist them. There is no insurance to support people to come up again in case if anything happens. So it's a total mess up system. And I want also to comment, just continue your work, my brother, because people will surely talk either positively or negatively. So all those guys that are complaining or who's trying to insult you or insult themselves, just turn deaf ear to them, because the platform is already moving. With the effort of this platform today, and with the support of so many people who love Edo State, we can see that this protest was very peaceful and it was good. Like those who are saying that a lot of people have to join. If you put more people there, this politician will hijack it through hoodlums. So I thank God that they were able to do it peacefully and successfully.
Yeah.
So they are still watching. People are watching. People have to watch their next move to see what they want to do. I thank God they have changed their speech today, that they are not going to give any land to anybody, because they understand that people may rise up against them in a very brutal manner. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Huh?
Thank you. I'd like us to talk to Engineer Ken again. Someone was trying to call in. Before that, Engineer Ken, just hold on for 1 minute. Let's talk.
All right.
Then take it from there. Let me pick 2 calls. I don't want us to be here. We should be rounding up in 10 minutes.
Okay.
Hello, good afternoon. Please talk to us. Your name and where you are calling from.
This is and I'm calling from UK. How are you?
I'm very fine. I'm very fine. Thank you very much for calling us. Please talk to us.
How is the family?
We are good. Are you aware we are live?
Okay. Yeah, I know.
Thank you. Thank you. Go ahead.
Okay. What I want to contribute is what is going on now is what is good for the Edo people in general, including myself.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people even bash the Oba Tokbe say during when anything Oba say in Benin, we don't listen. We know that this is not going to go well. Having Obaseki there, a lot of people know that it's not going to go anywhere. This is not going to change. But we're just in denial, like, okay, no, this is where we find ourselves. It has also happened before. So people need to wake up to reality that you rather even have a white person there when the infrastructure is going on than to have a Benin person there and nothing is being done. All the promises. I was just listening to my gentleman and then now saying that the market, the Kusa market, when he burned down, all the promises they've given to all these women, they never come to pass. So when are they going to wake up? And now they want to give our land, our precious land, to Fulani. Then when the women start raping the women, they start killing people. So Obaseki, I want to speak to him directly. Sir, if you are listening, something I want to tell you is when you give this 20% out to this individual, when women are being raped, then people are being killed. So you're going to go down for the rest of your life as a bad leader. So it's time you wake up to think, put the interest of the Edo people first, because they put you there. I know a lot of people coming from America to fight for you, sir. I know a lot of people coming from UK, Europe, anywhere to fight to make sure that you got that seat. So it's time to wake up, sir. And another thing I want to say is, I don't think Obaseki, you know that government house, I don't think he's in charge. I think Saibo is in charge. Because Saibo is a very corrupt man. He's as corrupt as hell. So he's just like, okay, I'm the head, but I don't know how to lead. Because this gentleman that I knew right from my childhood, if he is the one that is ruling, I know he would have understand that the goodwill of the Edo people is a priority. You understand?
Yeah.
Like what happened in where did it happen? Like a woman was raped and killed in was it where you will know Ibinedion town.
Okada.
Sorry, Ibinedion.
Okada.
A woman, I think it was last year or 2 years ago, a woman was raped there and killed by Fulani Herdsmen. You understand? So he should wake up. He should just wake up before he will end up as the worst governor that Benin people have ever had. And I think he's going down that route now. If he doesn't start waking up from his number, because when they will say, Oba, we can do, I don't know, we can see. Then where's all the Oba and we can see? And I'm so happy that those talk about or we can see, they are the one now pressuring him to do what is right for the interest of the
people. Yeah.
You understand? You can't even, there is no road, no light. I heard you saying now that, oh, since you return back to home, you never look back. You are fortunate. A lot of us is not fortunate to make that decision.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't even know where to go. You understand? A lot of people don't even know what to do. So I believe that you are fortunate to make that decision. I can't make that decision because all my children are born here. So am I going to leave people who have good citizens where there is a law, where there is good road, where there is light, and come back home and said, okay, I want to start life? I can't. And a lot of women, a lot of men are in the same position as me.
Yeah.
They can't make that decision.
You're right.
Because there's no law and order back home.
Yes. You're very right.
So
yes.
He should wake up and think of the interest of people who put him there.
But I may like to ask this my sister question, please.
Okay.
Last time I also saw that he said if children don't go to school, then he will start putting the parents in jail. Then I said, are you crazy? Enable, that's what we need. Enable the women. I grew up selling in the market with my mother. So a lot of women depend on their children to assist them in the marketplace. Then you wake up and say, oh, if a child don't go to school, is a nine crime. If you want to behave the way they behave in the West, then start doing what they do in the West. You can't just wake up and one day and say, oh, in UK, if you don't go to school, it's a crime, and I want to bring the rules down in Benin. When you don't even reach out to the people, like 50% of our people live in poverty. A lot of people don't even have food in the table. Then you
more than 50%.
All right, madam, there's a question for you. Please just hold on, don't go. Go ahead with the question.
I want to ask her because she just mentioned that it's like Shaibu is the one in charge, and this is not the young man he knew when he was growing up. My question is, did you even know this guy when he was growing up? Because for we Benin, I will tell you to my own opinion anyway.
Which of the guy, Shaibu or Obaseki?
No, our governor, current one, because we don't know him. If not for Shomole who sold him to us, nothing would have made him to be a leader for us. So I want to hear something from someone who knew him, what he was when he was growing up, how he grew up, where he was raised, because he cannot even speak the Benin language. So please, I want you to talk about this if you knew him at all.
All right, madam.
Can I say something? Can I say something?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, madam, you just only know him as a person. You don't know his character, you don't know his mind. Obaseki was the master planner of Planware. Planware, rise and shine. That is what Obaseki. When Oshomole brought Obaseki to power in the first tunnel, Oshomole has to beg the chiefs and the Edo people to forgive Obaseki. For those of us that knows about him, he has to beg for everyone to be quiet, because of Obaseki.
All right.
So that man has ever been a greedy man. He's not Philip Saibu.
Let her answer it. We have Israel here as well. Israel, you want to ask her a question, or you want her to answer this first?
No, I want to quickly say something here. We have to Midwest Republic, you keep on using this kind of rhetoric. We don't want to divide our people, please. I will not support this kind of we are fighting for the interests of every Edo people, whether you are born in abroad, you are born in everywhere. What is our official language in Nigeria? It doesn't, because we keep using this rhetoric. This person was not born here, he doesn't speak Edo, he doesn't speak. We shouldn't.
No, you are misquoting me, Israel.
Instead, you are wrong, Israel.
Israel, you are misquoting me. Israel, listen. Israel.
Hold on, everyone, hold on. Let me finish first, please. You can counter. Oh. Yeah.
You cannot you were born in Edo, you didn't grow up in Edo, and now you live somewhere else, and you came back. Because you cannot speak Edo language doesn't qualify you as an Edo person. I'm not trying to support something here. We are talking about citizenship here.
Okay.
You kind of we reduce the way we don't want to segregate anybody. You are born in Edo, you have to hide the mindset of it. It doesn't mean that if you don't speak Edo, you are considered as a nobody.
Okay. Hold on. Let them respond to that. Who wants to speak first?
It's me, Midwest. Can I just clarify him because he's misquoting me. He's misquoting me. I want to say one thing very clearly here. I think Israel living abroad. And I strongly believe every country you live, the first thing they will try to make you to understand is that they value their language because that is their identity. Edo State was created for Edo State people so they can have access to develop themselves. And that is how government is being planned. Now, it is very shameful for someone to raise up his or her own child in Edo State, and that child is unable to speak his or her own local dialect. I am not saying if you don't speak Edo language, you are not qualified. Ishan is there, we know. Afema is there. There are so many languages within there. But when the child grow up and the parents fail to put that the identity into that child, it's a real disaster. Don't you see what is going on in our country? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Look at where we are today.
All right, hold on.
Can I go ahead? Can I speak?
Israel, hold on first. Israel, hold on.
Israel always love to argue this. My friend, go and teach your children your language. And if you think you can't teach them, you want to call them Edo, you are making a mistake. Let me give you an example now. I want to tell you something. Naija Wash, let me give him an example now. Naija Wash, please. This one is very, look, my son is in the university here in Sweden and is reading industrial engineering, production engineering. Now they got a chance for practical with a company they call Saab, which produced this jet bomber that a lot of technology that Swedish boast of, or globally, these are the company in charge. When my son got there, they searched and they find out he has no crime, but they told him, look, you are not a Swedish citizen. You can never be exposed to this level of industry. We are very sorry. We are taking you to a different place. Now, they are trying to protect their own interest. Israel always want to counter me here. You think you can have access to everything when you are not merited from certain levels? This is not racism. This is a matter of national interest.
Okay,
this is something that affected me.
It's okay, Midwest. It's not only you that is here. Hold on. Israel, madam, go ahead. Okay. Ejina, please hold on.
Yeah. Let me tell you, sir. Maybe that is Sweden. I don't know what is happening in Sweden.
This cannot happen in the UK, yes.
That's what I want to tell you. I know a doctor here. I'm not going to mention his name. He's in charge. Surgeon is in charge of everything. He's from Edo State. He's well respected.
No.
There are times when I ask him, sir, why do people just respect you?
Mommy, please, Mommy, please, can she give me some time? If you read nuclear physics, listen, Mommy, if you read nuclear physics in United Kingdom, and you want to do some practical in some places, you will know that there is control. Please don't there are courses you will read, you will know that there are places that are sensitive to the interest of the country. Please don't just be confusing people here.
Not United Kingdom.
Can I say something, Mr. Nagawa?
Even United States you are talking about.
Everyone hold on. Engineer Ken, go ahead, talk to us.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's go back to our language. For Obaseki's age, that is in his 60s, either middle 60s or late 60s, it is a taboo on his age that he doesn't know how to speak Bini. It's a taboo. That one is one. And two, it is a shameful thing for every Edo man. We are
cannot speak Bini.
Well, yes, it is. He can't speak Bini. Everyone has been saying it.
He cannot speak. He doesn't speak Bini. He doesn't speak Bini language. And he doesn't even have value for it. And that is why he has no value for our cultural heritage or anything that affects Bini.
Ghana, I'm still talking, please. I'm
Okay,
still talking, please.
hold on, everyone. Engineer Ken and Midwest probably, please hold on. Israel, go ahead.
See, this is the reason why we are there's a problem. Ken is talking like this. You live in the land of the free and the home of the brave. They never told you that because you came from so place you cannot excel as an engineer. And you are excelling and you are speaking your language. And what does the Constitution of the United States say? Did they specify that you have to be Spanish? Did they specify that you have to be Chilean? Did they specify that you have to be Americos? Did they specify that?
We should give an example of our local people, not United States all the time.
Trying to make sure that, do you even know? I am not trying to support. I am protecting the life of every citizen that is here. They have the right, and the Constitution of our country spells out that
All right.
it's English. So if you cannot communicate with
Thank you.
then you can communicate with English.
Thank you, Israel. Hold on, please. Let me go to Madam. Please, everybody, hold on. Madam, you wanted to say something. Please go ahead.
Yeah, I said, who said that he can't speak Edo? Who said that? That Edo, MSC Edo, I don't know video.
We're making Obaseki na Edo.
Let me come in now. Let me shock everybody.
They cannot Edo.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, my family.
Please hold on. Hold on. The good.
No, she has a question now.
Okay, go ahead. The good comrade. Good afternoon.
Obaseki cannot speak Edo. I have a contact with him separately.
The good comrade, she says she's not finished yet. Go ahead, madam.
Can you hold on? I'm not finished. Like, is there any platform that you have asked him to talk in Benin language before?
Why must I ask him when he's addressing the Edo people? He must be proud to speak his language. That's where the foolishness begins.
Okay,
that is it for me.
Okay, it's okay. Let her finish. Go ahead, madam. Okay, go ahead, madam.
Let me tell you, Ogam Niger Watch. Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Like, we have to focus on what is going on, because what they are trying to do is very, very discriminating. There is no need for discrimination. If anybody is there, why we are having this problem is because Obaseki is not doing what is supposed to be done, what is supposed to do as a governor. So, or whatever is supposed to do, I don't know. But like, we should stop the discriminating. Like, Oshomole was there. Oshomole wasn't it though?
And Oshomole cannot speak Benin as well.
Oshomole can speak his language and he has been addressing his people with his dialect. He's accepted. So this is where I always come in. We have a lot of dialect in Edo. If you know you are connected to Edo State, speak your mother language. It's accepted. It's not a discrimination.
It's good comrade turn. Please, everyone, hold on. Let the talk to us. The good comrade, good afternoon to you once again, sir. Talk to us.
Niger Watch, is my turn. You cut me off.
Yeah, okay. The good comrade is not available. All right.
I'm available. I'm available.
Huh? All right. Okay, go ahead, sir. Talk to us.
Now, there was a time I tried to bring some investors and financiers into Edo State to come and invest on 12 projects. 12 projects that will generate and create over hundreds of thousands of jobs for our youths. These financiers were ready to come with their money, and they don't want the government to even bring a kobo into any of the projects. The proposals were written. We went to Oshomole. Oshomole directed us back to the ministry. We went to the ministry. They referred us back to Oshomole. Oshomole now sent us to Obaseki's office, economic team. Oshomole told us, when I say us, I mean me and my team. He told us that the reason why he set up the economic team, any investor that have to come to Edo must go through that office. That he is not an economist. That we should go and meet Obaseki. We have the proposal right there in Obaseki's office. We did a detailed presentation. Regional banks of First Bank and over 6 First Bank MD came with us to government house for that proposal. This was during Oshomole's time. That proposal was frustrated. It was not approved. Out of frustration, we traveled back to UK. Now, being in UK, there is a guy they call Drew Hui. He's a very popular guy. You will know him, Niger Watch. He called me and told me, Obaseki and Oshomole are about 5 APC governors. They are in London. Oh. Look at the hotel they are staying. Oh. I said, really? can I have his number? He said, no, they just came in yesterday. Then I have to call government house. I have to mention names so that people will know where I'm coming from. I called the chief of staff. I mean, Secretary of State Government. It was Patrick Obayagbon. Obayagbon said, hey, comrade, Oba second Wagwa lo here or Wagu were London. Please, he just called Nigeria, that is government house, this morning. This is his number. Call him, challenge him, tell him that your financiers are based in London and they want to come and meet with him to do a presentation to him in front of Oshomole and other governors. Because it's a win-win project. I will list the name of the 12 projects. Now that's a different matter entirely. Now, because I'm a Benin man and I work, I'm not a politician, I'm an activist. I keep saying that. I don't own a company, but my interest is just to see Benin attain greatness and progress. So Obayagbon now gave me the number Obaseki used in calling them. They just got into London yesterday. This morning at about 9:10 UK time, Patrick Obayagbon gave me that number. When I called that number, I first of all I have to greet in Benin. Okay. My brother Obaseki replied me in English. I saw the red flag. Then I started explaining. I called my full names. I said those proposals in your office were the one that came to do a presentation in your office in Benin, in the economic team. Benin was the executive director. He was there with you. I talked for almost 7, 8, 9 minutes in Benin language. Obaseki replied me with English continuously.
So
Obaseki can say 1 or 2 words in Benin. He's not fluent in Benin. He cannot make a complete statement in Benin.
Hold on. Is that enough for you to think that he cannot speak Benin?
No. We know Obaseki's family now. We know him. He's not. He cannot speak.
Even though the governor cannot speak Benin, does that take his right away?
No. He's a Nigerian. That does not take his right. But he needs to encourage. We need to encourage moving forward. Anybody that wants to run for any political office from Edo State must speak the language to encourage our children. Because that's our identity.
If you are not, thank you. If you are an Isha, you must speak
in the
Isha.
United Nations, you will see some presidents in United Nations conference. They will speak the Japanese government.
Hold on, a good comment, please. Hold on. The reason why I'm saying this is that I don't want us to bring discrimination here.
This is not discrimination.
Is this a discrimination? Okay, who is not discriminating who? What makes it a discrimination?
What does that got to do with development of Edo State?
Okay, let me also say my own opinion. Do you see why we are not developing? It's because of our level of reasoning. If you want to know people's level of reasoning, you look at their environment. I keep on saying it. Whatever we are facing today, if we got the right people that reason properly, we will not have this problem. And anybody, look, United Nations, Mr. Adigin, let me quickly round up. United Nations are not complaining that some language is about to disappear. And one of our languages, particularly the Edo language, Esako language, Afema, Ora, is about to disappear in the world. And they are not comfortable with it because of their level of reasoning. We that hold the language, we are saying it doesn't matter. Look at where we are, it doesn't matter today. Look at the way people reason. Are you not the one that said that even Ablans, we don't even know how to respect Ablan? So why are we
our language does not affect performance.
Our language, the day we start,
we need to encourage ourselves.
The day we start attaching
United Nations presidents, they speak their dialect.
But to be honest, hold on, Engineer Ken, please talk to us. Engineer Ken, let me hear from you. Why do you think that because Obaseki doesn't speak Benin, they must be outcasted?
Yes, the reason why I think that to him, nobody will do that to him. Hold on, good comrade. Good morning, sir. The reason why I think so, because I wish he knows how to speak Benin. He will be a Benin patriotic. He will have Benin in his heart. He will be watched by the Edo. Hold on.
And he's stealing our lands.
Mr. Najawash.
I disagree with that. I need
let me finish.
I need enough reasons for me to agree with this.
Can you let me talk?
Go ahead.
Can you let me talk? Ohon for Koromi does not know English. That is why he has to talk to him with the Edo language. You have to let him know the meaning of the things that he's doing. that what you are doing is an evil thing to the ancestors of the land. Let me take us back to about 10, 12 years ago in the United States when Toyota was having a problem. So they revoked back over 12,000 Toyota cars with their crush back to the factory. They now have to call the CEO of Toyota here in America into the Senate Hall. When the guy came, he says he's not in charge. He's not the owner of Toyota. He's not the chairman of Toyota in the United States. That he had to call the CEO from Japan. They now call the CEO. The Senate in America now invite the CEO of Japan. Guess who came? The grandson of Toyota. His name is Aki Toyota. When this guy appeared in the United States, he was about 4'5" or 5 feet tall. When he went into the Senate House, every word that he spoke for 30 minutes was all in Japanese language.
May God bless him for putting his language in the word
This
map.
guy speaks English more than you and I, but he spoke Japan. He talks in Japanese language, you know, and that's it. He makes the American know that his language is number one.
Yes,
No,
you have to put your language in the world map. You have to be proud of where you come from.
Yes, regarded that America is number one Toyota buyers in the world, but we didn't care. He speaks his language. So that is why. That is why our language is very, very important.
Yes, of course, I support that our language is very, very important.
It's very important.
But
you know, so, yes.
Anyway, hold on. I have something to say, but let go ahead, madam. Please, what's your take?
How many languages in Benin? Can you tell me?
Yes,
irrespective of ethnic people have their language.
Hold on. Just tell us how many languages.
Yeah, we have about 6 or 7 languages in Benin. And before the coming of the British to Nigeria or to West Africa, all of us were coexisting. We all understand each other.
Thank you.
All of us were coexisting. And we all understand each other.
In Bendel State, we were having 12. I think in Edo State, that we are having 6 or 7.
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. Let her finish then. Thank you. Go ahead, madam.
If Obaseki is addressing the Edo people with
Benin, okay.
Our language is Benin, it's not Edo.
Yes.
I'm from Edo State, but we used to say so I'm very proud. But if Obaseki stand up tomorrow and address Edo State in Benin, how do you think of that tribes?
Exactly.
Madam, you are saying something, you are digressing to a different issue entirely.
Yeah, this is
why we play smart by half. Who is saying it will address the Asian people, it will address the Haitian people in Benin? No, that's not what we are saying.
They always bring mistakes.
The first thing that came to my heart, I'm seeing you like my sister.
Everybody hold on. The good comrade is the same you and Midwest Republic and Engineer Ken who said that Governor Obaseki doesn't speak Benin. And you guys also said that he have never addressed his people with Benin.
Now, let me answer your question in 2 seconds. Now you saw Madam talking now.
Sir, let me finish, please. Now, this lady here is saying if he address us with Benin, what happened to other tribes? Go ahead, the good comrade, answer that question.
Now, that's a different argument entirely. Nobody is saying to speak Benin for the entire Edo State. You know what I'm saying? Look at Madam now.
I can also help here. I can also help.
Let me just round up on this. You heard Madam now speaking Benin language, saying Oviese. You know what came into my heart? I have that connect with her as my sister. I don't need to know whether she's from Oreo, whether she's from Ovia. That language is magical.
Madam, so that everybody can hear you.
It's magical.
Hold on, madam, so that everybody can hear you. The good comrade, please. Just hold on 1 minute. Hold on first. Hold on, please. Everybody, hold on. Let me hear from this woman. Go ahead.
Nobody will tell me. Light skin or anything. For 12, 15 years. Until
Be brief, oh, madam. Who's that get I?
Oh, you know, tell me, look at this Africans, look at this, you know, no. I'm from Nigeria. I'm a Benin woman. You're from Nigeria? Oh, we have always think that you're South African. I went, no. I'm from Nigeria. So people should stop insinuating. This man, Ogwazeto, I am 100% positive.
Okay. All right. Okay.
If Mr. Idigin, please, I raise this issue.
Please, hold on. No interruption, please.
When I take a bet, I will.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, madam. We have many people here. Only one person cannot just be speaking. Let me welcome others to the floor. I have Mr.
I appreciate you, sir.
Thank you.
I appreciate
Nanta, you have not welcomed me officially.
Okay,
good comrade.
Thank you, madam. I will let you go now. Thank you so much.
I cheers to everyone. Give my love to everyone.
God bless you, madam. You are my family. Let's encourage our children to speak our language moving forward.
Okay. Mama, we kakabo. Bye. Bye. Love you. All right. Please hold on, my people. Just hold on, please. Everyone, just hold on.
It's easy to be a leader.
Let's talk to Rita Adams. She wants to talk to us. Good afternoon to you, Madam Rita. Go ahead, talk to us.
Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon. You know, I think we're kind of like deviating on the topic.
Exactly.
It is kind of relative to, you know, what we're actually talking about. When there's a disconnect from the governor with his people or a leader with his people, the people tend to look for something to pick that he has a deficit in. So because there's a disconnection from Governor Obaseki with Edo people, there's a similar disconnection. Maybe some people are connected, but from what is going on with the continuous protest, it means that the people are disconnected from you. The people cannot reach out to you. People are not connected. So because of that disconnection, you are now looking for something, and that is language that we're talking about. That's why people are picking language. If Obaseki was connected, whether it's speaking Pidgin or English, people wouldn't really pick on the language thing the way we are talking about it now. You understand? So
okay.
What we should advise Governor Obaseki, if he's listening to us, he should try and connect to the people. Because when you connect it, people will not look at your flaws, whether you can speak it halfway or full Bini or you can only hear but you're not fluent. People wouldn't look at it that way. So I think that's part of the problem where we are facing so many ills in Edo State. We are not connected to the governor. We are not.
Although I support that. You are right. Thank you.
And another thing too, sorry Elvis, another thing too I want to say, when Eva was talking about citizenship, fine. I think Brother Ishmael, I think what you're trying to explain is there are certain criteria that you need to have in order for you to be a leader, and it differs from country to country.
Hold on, Israel. Hold on. Let her finish first.
In Canada, for example, you cannot be the prime minister. You must be bilingual because there are certain people, French and English-speaking people in Canada. Everything in Canada is written in French or English. So that's a criteria. It varies from country to country. State to state, it varies as well.
Thank you, my sister. Thank you. God bless you.
Okay. We are hearing you. Israel, hold on, please. Don't interrupt. Hold on. You answer. Go ahead, Madam Rita. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I understand where Israel is coming from, but I think Israel doesn't really understand where my other brothers in the panel are actually talking about. They're not saying that he's not a citizen or anything. It's just that, okay, it would be preferred if you speak to the market women, for example. Most market women don't even understand Pidgin English. My grandmother, my mother's mother, she didn't understand Pidgin. If you don't speak Benito, she don't understand what you're saying. She will just laugh. I don't understand. You understand? So every country has their criteria. There's some countries, for example, in Germany, I don't know, but what I've heard, there are sensitive positions where the German government can never put a foreigner to head, never, because it's sensitive to their country, and everybody learned from what happened.
It's true, my sister. It's true. I've witnessed it. It's true.
Mr. Adigin, MI5 in the United Kingdom.
Please.
You must be a British.
Yes.
Yeah, so even if you have your citizenship of that country, when they go to your background check and say, okay, your parents or your mother or your father maybe was in Nigeria or from Korea, they would never put you there. That's
Okay.
the way the world works.
Thank you.
That's the way the world works. Yeah, so language is important, but because of Governor Obaseki is not connected, we are not picking language.
Okay.
You know, when you're not picking language as an anomaly from his end. But if it was a good okay, Oshomole did not speak Edo, but he spoke Esako. When he did people, he identified with his language.
Yes.
Isha, you can speak it, but when you are not connected, the people must speak something that you are lacking. And that is why we are talking about Governor Obaseki now with language now.
Okay.
As if it's a fault. You understand? So that's it.
Thank you so much, Madam Rita.
Mr. Edigan, I think we have overflowed this issue. Can we redirect our focus back to the matter on ground?
Exactly, because we've been diverted now for.
Yeah, please, can I come in, sir? Thank you.
Hold on. No. Everybody cannot. Nobody can come in. Everybody just.
Can I shock you?
Don't shock me. Thank you. Hold on.
Please don't come and shock our leader. Please take down your letter.
Everybody, hold on, please. We have a caller again. Let me talk to this caller. Good afternoon to you. What's your name and where you calling us from? Okay, caller, please. We lost you. You might not have opportunity to come back because a lot of people. I have a lot of queues here. Let me talk to. I have Akim. Akim is here with us. Akim, good afternoon to you. Talk to us. Israel, please hold on. How are you doing today, Akim?
I'm good, thank you very much. How are you? Good afternoon to you, Mr. Niger Watch. Good afternoon to the panelists, the good comrade, Alex, Israel, my senior brother, Engineer Ken. Engineer Ken, you know, from yesterday I started calling you my senior brother. So my senior brother, Engineer Ken, and the Midwest people, good afternoon to every one of you. I love you all. I've been listening to every one of you, and was Madam Rita Adam, is she on the platform or she just called in?
No, she called in.
Okay. So I didn't want to miss anybody's name out on the platform.
Israel is here. Israel is here.
Yeah, I mentioned Israel already. Don't worry, I didn't forget about him.
Okay, go ahead. Talk to us. I'm here.
Alex is here. Alex is here. Alex.
Yeah, I mentioned Alex as well. And you have said Mr. Niger Wash. That is you.
Okay, thank you, brother.
So basically, I'm listening to the conversation. This is why I always say, like, when we have a topic that we are debating, right, we should just try as much as possible to stick to that topic. Because what I've been listening to in a while now is like the whole thing, there's been a diversion from the original headline into something that was not that should not relate to what we are debating. What we are debating still have to do with the 20% land issued for the Fulani, for the herdsmen. So I watched the protest earlier on today, and it was a good protest, a very peaceful one at that matter, and it is good also that the people in authority came out to address the people, and they've assured them that their worries and their concerns will be addressed. So I think that is a good development. I think that is how government and the people should relate with themselves. You know, when the people are not happy, they take their grievances to the government, and the government should always listen to the people. And I think it's a win-win situation for everyone. Those people who were not happy with the bill, at least at the end of the day, they will get what they want. For me, I think that is the situation. And the issue of that language matter, you know, I've already said this thing before. We have an official language in Nigeria, which is English language. Okay, the English language is our official language, and if you are running for any position of government, all you are required to is be able to speak
English language.
This is where I really differ. I'm really sorry, sir. I'm sorry for coming in, but this is where I have to respond.
Yeah, you will come in. You will come in. So my brother, my elder brother, the good comrade, was saying earlier that he was having a conversation with the governor. Then, before he became a governor, that he was responding back to him in English, which means he understood everything that you was that you was telling him in Benin language. So maybe he just didn't feel comfortable talking to you in the same language, or maybe he's not as fluent as yourself in that language. It doesn't mean that he can't speak the language. And I watched if you watch the rally they did that day where the PDP, I don't know if it's the national chairman that came on for that rally. He did use the word Obogia. He used those two words in that rally that day. Is that not? I don't know. I don't know our local dialect. I don't understand. So what do you want him to do? You want him to start speaking in Edo Paribus or what? I don't understand. Not everybody are as good as yourself when it comes to our language. Some people are more fluent than others. Some people grow up with their grandmother, so they know better than those people who grow up in maybe in Lagos or in other places whereby they were raised in a different setting. I don't forget there were some people who basically when they were growing up, they grew up with silver spoon, and the language was not really spoken in the house to that details. So you would not expect them to be as fluent as somebody who grew up in the village with their grandmother. So those are two different. It doesn't mean that the man does not understand the language or he cannot use or speak some words in that language. So and the comparison that we are making it with you saying in Sweden, my brother, Midwest people, let me explain something to you now. You use the word. You said your son, and you use the word resident. You never said citizen. I'm telling you today, if your son is a citizen, that thing that happened to him will never, ever, ever happen to him. Never. He will never be rejected anywhere in Sweden. You use the word resident. Maybe they have clauses in their laws that say you have to be a citizen before you can be able to manage certain departments in certain agencies. So you did not say he is a citizen of Sweden. You said he's a resident, and you cannot then use that as a comparison to a situation.
It's not even a managerial position. I didn't say man. He's a student. He went there for practical. Are you hearing me now?
For security reasons, they might have rules like that. But what I'm saying is this: if you had a Swedish passport, they will never deny him that right. Regardless whether his parents is from whether his parents is from Afghanistan, they will never ever deny him that right because of that citizenship.
That is true.
All right.
Please, can I come in, please?
No. Hold on, Alex. Now, hold on. Let Israel go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Akim. Most of us here who lives abroad or who lives anywhere around the globe, we should be very careful because wherever we're here, you are living in another man's land, and because you want to do it to your own selfish interest, you are trying to constrain other people. You are already saying that it's your right to own this thing, and you're already constraining another person to do the same thing as you. But Akim just said one thing. What is our official language? And it's English. And it is written in our constitution. And there's no way anybody that has enacted the law that anybody in Nigeria should speak their own language. So you are not the one creating it for other people when you don't have the right. You see, this is the way and you are living in a defined democracy, and you are telling somebody that they have to come and do this, they have to come and do that. And another thing, Richard said maybe Israel does not understand it. I do understand it very clearly because in Canada it is a law. So there's a difference between when you say something is a law and people have to speak French and English.
All right.
Because in Quebec,
round up.
Please, can I?
So in Nigeria, it does not mean that because you don't speak any language, it does not mean that you don't have to give us the dividends of democracy. What has the language got to do with the dividends we are asking?
Okay, I also want to let me also use Spain as an example.
No, please let me come in, please.
Be bullet point yourself, please. We have a lot of people here that need to say something. Thank you, Israel. You round up already, right?
Yeah.
Thank you, Alex. Please talk to us. 2 minutes.
Looking at the sensitivity of leadership and looking at the multiple ethnicity of Nigeria, it is important that you speak the mother tongue of a region that you are vying to be a leader. It's very important. It is very crucial because at some point,
if the law did not stop it, so can you stop it?
No, at some point, no. Yes, there is a difference between law and reality sometimes. The law is not.
Before you become a leader, before you hold any public office, the law is supposed to hold you. That if you can't speak your mother's tongue, you can't hold this office, right? And
that is what we need right now. I'm still talking. It's still my floor.
That we were founded upon as the trocade. This law were made on your behalf, and they are not helping the future of the land. So we need to know this. There is no law.
Okay.
We don't have law. The true law that established us have been abolished by military dictators.
Can I continue, please?
Yeah, go ahead.
I did a European tour. When I landed in Spain, I was at the international airport. Nobody spoke English with me. I needed to hire a translator. 20 euro for about 20 euro for like 10.
Which of the airport?
20. I was in Madrid. It was a Sunday morning. I needed I needed to do something. Listen, I was shocked to my bones. The man I met told me if I need to speak English, I should go to England. This is Spain. I must speak Spanish. I had to hire a translator for 20 euros for 10 minutes. Language is very important. Maybe it was because it was a Sunday. Maybe it was, I don't know what went wrong.
Not only that, listen. Let me also correct my brother here, please. I live in Spain. Let me quickly say something that will shock you. If you don't speak Valenciano, you can never be a governor of Valenciano in Spain, and you are all Spanish. If you don't speak Catalan, you can never be a governor of Barcelona. Listen, of Catalan.
Of this language of
nobody has right to be
why are we saying this? We are trying to educate our people about the value of our language. If you don't speak Valenciano, you can't be a governor of Valencia, and when you are even a Spanish, you cannot. If you cannot speak.
Can I? Oh God! Can I make my point, please? Can I make my point? Can I make my point, please?
Okay.
My point is that there is a connection with leadership and language when you come from a certain area. There are certain things you just cannot do.
Everything is just out of ignorance, and we are suffering. And people are trying to see it as normal. We can't continue like this.
You cannot say because you are a citizen. You come from another country after 30 years and you can't even speak a language, you come and run for election in a sensitive position. It's not done in other countries.
So,
if you go to Greece,
why did you vote for Obaseki when you knew they cannot speak your language? Because I knew you.
I was deceived. I was cajoled. I didn't know. I'm sorry.
If I knew he didn't speak, I would never vote for him. Since he said this,
so next time when
he cannot speak, I will vote for him. If he says an Alabama and he cannot speak, I will vote for him. You can't speak.
So let me conclude, sir. Let me conclude. This thing we are saying, let me conclude, sir. This thing we are saying, it boils down to what we are fighting for. Because when you have a stranger at the aim of affair who have a passport in the name of citizenship, they can do and undo. They can say the whole thing and walk away freely back to Banana Island or back to Zurich or wherever they came from. So it's very important next time somebody has to campaign to us in our mother tongue. We are not in England. Please, thank you.
Unless if you not sabi speak Benin, you not go ever for that. Those things I go do bomba to bomba with you.
Menoga, Pataki.
All right, Mr. Pius, thanks for calling us. Please talk to us. Sir. How are you doing today? Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much for everything you are doing. Yeah, I want our brothers, they should understand. Number one, you see many of them, they are with you there, sir. Many of them, they hide their face. They don't want to show their face. Is that what they like to themselves, not what they are doing? The same thing with some people, if you greet Benin person, with your own language, you don't say they will answer you with English. It's office, you don't even in European. Just read and say, pardon, mom, the next will answer you with English.
Yeah.
It's only Igbo, Yoruba, and Hausa. When you see them, they speak their language. Even though you speak Champagne, the same thing. When you speak, you will use English to reply you. Whether, and if Obaseki started speaking Benin, those are people will also, tribalism, it will come from there. Yeah, Obaseki don't meet afford that our children can speak Benin or speak Isha.
My dear brother.
No interruption, please. No interruption. Let him finish.
Those are our children. They will not go home to go and hold any position because they cannot speak Benin. They will not hold any position in Benin or I don't really know what this is. So it's not what is doing well. We're talking about
That's what Adam said. That's what
Not all positions. Sensitive positions. Sensitive ones. Sensitive positions. Not all.
I want to answer
sensitive ones.
Hold on now. Hold on. Some people say me and not come from Benin. They say now I be Igbo man. They say I don't have this Benin.
That your own criticism. That your own different. It's a criticism thing.
Now that one, can I speak now, please?
Hold on, sir. I'll come to you. Be the next.
See what happened to this our brother now, from Ukraine. He had how many churches that guy high over you almost about 1,000 churches in Ukraine. He doesn't have anyone in Nigeria. See, everything is destroyed in Ukraine now. He cannot
Hello.
do anything.
Yeah. Yeah, Alpha.
All right.
Whether you speak Isha, you speak Benin, you speak doesn't mean. We want a governor that will come.
Thank you, sir.
Do the right thing for the people.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. God bless you too, sir. Thank you. The good comrade. Also, the same with the speak Benin now.
Now, this caller, may God bless him, is our brother, is a regular caller. But there's one thing he keeps saying. Members of your panel, 17 are not showing their face. My brother, if you are intelligent, listen to what is coming out from our mouth. Our brilliant and intelligent contribution. That is what counts. If you want my face, go and buy camera and become a photographer. I have no apology for that. I'm a full-grown man. I know the reason why I'm not putting my face. I don't do anything to be praised. Are you with me? I know the great jobs I've done for Edo State and Benin Kingdom and Nigeria at large. I don't make noise about it. So you keep using that word. They're not sharing their face. They're not sharing their face. Listen to what is coming out of our mouth. Learn from it. Educate yourself on it. So if you want my face, go and carry camera and become a photographer. I have no apology for that. Can we leave this topic and move on? We are taking our eye off the ball. Can we face the matter at hand?
He cannot apologize for that because he did not insult you. He only said
I said I cannot apologize for that. No. It's not insulting me. No, I can. It's not. I started by praying for him. Can we leave this topic and face the matter at hand? We are taking our eyes off the ball. There's a more pressing issue than this. Please.
All right. Let's move on to the next person. Okay. Israel wants to say something. Israel, go ahead.
This is not about shouting. This is about what we call dividends of democracy. He has the right just as you have the right. Okay? Because this is an argument because it is the state government and it concerns him as a citizen. He's a concerned citizen just as you as a concerned citizen. So you cannot say because it is good for you, it can be good for him. It's never going to be the same. So that is why the beauty of democracy is there.
Okay. Thank you, Israel. And Mr. Hakim, please talk to us in 1 minute.
No, thank you very much, my brother. See, my brother, good comrade. I understand where you're coming from. You understand? Because me, most of the time, I don't put my face for. But I was going to respond to the caller, just not in anger, and it's just to let you know that sometimes people might be in different places whereby they don't want to show where they are. It's not like they're hiding their face. It's just sometimes when I'm doing this show, I'm at work. So there's no way I'm going to be putting my work clothes on a national platform like this. So it's understandable. So my brother, when people have concerns and elaborate on this, we just try to explain to them in a simple form. You understand? So that they understand what we are doing here. It's not like trying to make things bad
Let it join us live and come and be spending 8 hours, 6 hours on the live show and put his face. It is not to criticize is the easiest part of the job.
Hold on,
Yeah,
the good comment.
This is not the first time he's using that comment. He now look and see maybe we're hiding something. There's nothing to hide. If you're intelligent to judge a man by one content of his mouth,
he will use it next time.
No, nobody's hiding anything. But he's making a big deal. Let it join the live.
Can I come in, sir? Can I come in?
It's not a Benin man. Let it come and join live.
He has the right to. He has the right to defend it. He has the right to defend it. Just as you are here.
Who is saying doesn't have right?
Can I come in? Can I come in, sir? But the least panelist deserves appreciation, not condemnation.
Hold on, everybody.
Can I come in? The least panelist deserves appreciation, not condemnation, not attacking them.
I haven't finished.
You said
I haven't finished.
Alex, what did you say?
I haven't finished.
I said the least panelists and the host deserve is appreciation, not condemnation, not attacking.
They are concerned citizens, just as you are a concerned citizen. They can criticize you.
Yeah, but people fight differently.
So no,
people fight differently.
If you are fighting, somebody will criticize you. So that is what it is.
All right.
People fight differently. The caller should appreciate, not looking for faults. That's it.
Listen, Alex, you have to understand that he's not looking for fault. He's also defending his right.
He's looking for fault. Mr. Israel, he's looking for fault.
He's not. He's a concerned citizen, just as you as a concerned. So if you make everybody,
he should be concerned about the protests going on, not those talking on the platform.
Let there be order. Let there be order. It's okay.
Okay, can I continue now?
All right. Round up, Mr. Hakim. I have a caller here.
Okay, thank you very much. I just want to round up. My brother, yes, I understand what you guys are saying, but we can easily just explain the situation rather than taking offense about what somebody says. We should try and show example on this platform. When we gather ourselves here, we want people to understand that, yeah, we have the skin to take whatever criticism that is going to be thrown at us. So we should not just, anytime somebody calling to make criticism, that we attack him, we attack them. That is not what we should be doing. We should be showing an example that, listen, we are willing to take it just as we are willing to give it out. But not to those callers who call into the show. Just explain the situation to them in a very simple form. That's all. Thank you very much, my brother.
Thank you. My brother Bryce, please talk to me. Go ahead. Good afternoon to you once again.
I know when there is a debate like this, everybody cannot be on the same side, but it's always good to argue, because sometimes when we argue like this, we are able to understand each other better. The important thing is just for us to be mature, to not to take it far. There are sometimes when we argue and we don't agree. At the end of the day, we see each other's opinion, the right side of each argument. You start picking things from there. You see, everybody that have called in, that have heard their views since, they all had a valid point. From the discussion, the argument on ground from my brother, Mr. Good Comrade, when he contributed with the issue that he spoke to the governor and the governor was not addressing him in Benin language and so forth, and there was an argument from my own brother who said the constitution says that we should communicate in English and speak. You see, the both side, there is a 50% good chances of argument, but the fact remains this: if we really look at the picture here as Africans, don't you think we as a people, if we have engaged ourselves in our own traditional way of speaking to ourselves, don't you think we would have just understand ourselves much better than the English that was thrown to us to colonize us and makes us to feel that we can express ourselves better? No. If I, as a Benin person, was taught science, physics, chemistry in Benin language, I think I would be even better off than the way it was presented to me in English. What am I trying to say is this: around the globe today, you see, it's not about racism or about being tribalistic. What the comrade was trying to say that if he has engaged the governor in a dialogue whereby they understand themselves properly in Benin language, the conversation would have been more, connected. There would have been a kind of, open-minded discussion. It doesn't mean that it's tribalistic or anything. Because if we all live in Europe, most of us here live in Europe. I live in Italy. In Italy, you cannot start anything here in Italy without first of all engaging in the language. You will not. You will just be thrown somewhere.
Yes.
You have to engage yourself in the language. It's a principle. It's even.
You are very right. I've been there before. Italians, if you don't speak your language, you're in trouble.
They have their own dialect, and whenever they want to say things that connect them, even though you speak the real Italian, they themselves in your own community, they will start speaking their dialect. Then you already told that even though you understand the real Italian language, that their dialect, they use it to have a cohesion.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, we are in oneness. So what I'm trying to say in essence is we should, I think the issue of the language of the thing is not, it has to engage the people more. If we know ourselves more better, it gives the governor enough space to easily communicate with the people freely. It's not I don't see it as a tribalistic issue. I feel if you go to Lagos, for example, you will see in some buses it's written in Yoruba language. Even there are some inscription in Lagos, it's still written in Yoruba language. And you see the way they themselves, they have a cohesion of existence within themselves. It doesn't mean that Yoruba language
Thank you. Thank you,
Lagos State House of Assembly, there are some days they put for plenary. Yoruba language is the official language for the day. Lagos State here. So to encourage their youth.
Not see it as a tribalistic issue. All these issues are a form of we are trying to reform our democracy.
All right.
So the ones we have in Europe started from arguments like this. So it's also a point of argument tomorrow that we can have a governor who understands the people properly. He can engage to them in his own language and his own people. So it's a project.
Thank
So
you.
it's
Thank you.
not
Thank you.
supposed to be
Thank
kind
you.
of argument for tribalism.
Thank you.
So that's my contribution.
Thank you. God bless you. Thank you so much. All right, my people, the language thing is over. Now let's focus on the topic right here. But before that,
let's face the matter at hand.
Hold on, sir. Before that, Midwest Republic, are you there with me? Midwest Republic, are you there? I wanted Midwest Republic. I say you don't come out, but you are here, but you are not there. All right, whenever Midwest Republic is back, I have something I need to address. But before that, let's move on. What is your take today on the protest, Mr. Alex? Mr. Alex, are you there? If these guys are not here, I'm removing you from the screen because you guys are here.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yes.
Come again. I did get you.
Yes. Did you watch the protest today?
I did. Yeah, it was a success, and I was very happy. I was on live because I was on a very crucial meeting with my workers. So I would have gone to join.
What about the speech of the speaker?
Yeah, the speaker, I was really surprised the speaker came out. That means they've been watching. He mentioned a statement that he heard that on social media. When he mentioned social media, I raised my hand and said, Nigeria Watch, and we have won.
Exactly. Yeah.
I raised my hand in my office. I said, we have won. Thank God. That means these guys are feeling the heat. They know that the fire is coming from, especially from this platform and other sister platforms. So I want to encourage all of us. We may disagree to agree, but we are doing the right thing. People started by building their countries by debating, conversations, engagement, disagreement, agreement, meetings upon meetings. Japanese built Japan by this. They started by this way, and contributions too. So we are on the right track. I mean, I saw him talking. He was not himself. He was not. I'm very happy the way he was polite enough to come out. And that man that spoke, that bishop, may God bless that man. The man said boldly to his face that you will fly away to the US with your family while my children suffer here in the hands of Fulani. We are trying to avoid it. And he said, God told me that a danger is ahead. And the man heard it. That was a win for everybody, for all
of Edo civil society.
That man, he capitulated all our thinking, he summarized it and threw it on the face of the speaker. I'm sure the speaker will vomit it to the governor. So that was a win for us. It was a big one. The guy was straight to the point. He was direct. He was articulate. He was smart. He was, I mean, no. He was very, very, very bold. So it's a good one. As he said, let's hope that they will do the needful. And
yeah,
the speaker speaking, like when he was speaking, he said, we will do something. He said, not under my watch, not even my own father's land will be given to anybody. So that is a win for us. If nobody say thank you to us, our children unborn are coming to say thank you. So I will just stop there.
Thank you, my brother, Mr. Alex. Engineer Ken, please talk to us. What's the way forward now? Should we believe on what the speaker said, or should we continue to keep our eyes on them? Engineer Ken, are you there? Okay, Engineer Ken is not available. All right, that question will be moved to the good comrade. The good comrade, sir.
Yeah, God bless us all. I want to thank everybody in this family. And I want to remind everybody, both the people making comments, the listeners all over the world, that we are one big family. It is normal we must disagree at times. It does not mean we have hate for each other in our hearts, because we are all fighting for the interest and of the state attaining greatness. So it is normal. Now, there's one thing I don't like to do, but I want to do it today, so people will know who is behind this good comrade.
You want to share
money? I hate to blow my trumpet.
You have not shared money before. Sir, you want to share money?
He said that you want to share money.
Hold on.
Let's something now, has not done before. We need to be
sure.
Hold
on. I like your black face cap. Hold on. Now, there's something I do on whenever I come to this platform. Before I enter the platform, I will quickly share to the prominent people in government. And the same me know that I have one-on-one with them. I'm not a politician. I'm not in their party. They know me. I will send it to them. Then the same me will be criticizing them in the platform. What does that tell you about me? Because I don't need anything from them in the next 100 years. I will speak my mind. And they cannot block me, because anytime I send our live program to them, I will put a note underneath that the reason why I'm sending this and the reason why there's an outburst in the program criticizing those in government is for them to hear firsthand organic information, what the people think, not what their aides are telling them. Exactly. Are you with me? Now, yes. Yesterday program, Mr. Diggin, you are a great man. Oh, you are a great man. Somebody keep using one word in most of our time. You think it's a joke. Hold on. Yesterday, I shared the speaker's number to the members of the panel alone. I didn't put it on the comment section. And I shared that yesterday live program to the speaker WhatsApp. Then when we ended the program, I told the speaker what I sent to you. Have you watched it? He said no. And I said, watch and let me know. After you have watched, then let me know. He now watched. I called him back. He sent me a message. And I said, Mr. Speaker, have you listened from beginning to the end? He said, yes. I said, God bless you. I told him, I said, that bill must be stepped down for now. There must be a public hearing, because any decision, any policy, any law you are making for the people without the input of the very people you are making the law for, he said no. And I told him the reasons why that law must be stepped down. And I told him, if you address the people, this is what you need to tell them. And again, it does not end there. Let's use this opportunity now. Tell the government. I can do a conference call between you, Shuaibu, and the governors, Chief Osadio Oge now. That is a golden opportunity for we to set up ranch to train our youth. We have youth who are mechanic. It was not the first day they went to mechanic workshop, they started fixing cars. It took them a year, some 6 months, who are very smart about it, to learn it. So you don't need to be a fool and need to run a ranch. This is an opportunity for we to engage our youth, take them off crime and criminality. And that gave him a classical example of Zimbabwe farmers that were chased out of Zimbabwe by Mugabe. That Saraki, governor there of Kwara, absorbed them, gave them free land, and they've been in Kwara for over 20 years. And they are doing so well. And I begged the speaker, I said, now I will want the government to send a high-power delegation to Kwara to see firsthand how the farm is being run. To see what, and they can come and replicate that same farm in Edo. That if they do that, those who do those who are into poultry. Because one good thing about this farm in Kwara, they produce the food they use in feeding them locally, like for the chicken, for the birds and the rest. You saw buying imported food, which is on the high side. So the speaker thanked me so well and told me that, wow, they were just thinking about giving land, but they never knew that they can even use opportunity to even empower and engage and train the youth to hone the process. So that is why, after that brilliant discussion, I called into the program. You know, you guys were already 4 hours into live yesterday program before I called in, and I said, Mr. Digi, before you go, there was an outburst. Our great sister was there, Irene, finest, I don't know.
Yes.
She was there. She was the one that moderated. Kagbe was also there. And I said, Mr. Digi, don't run. Hold on, before you go. There's a good news in the house. The speaker have assured me 100% that matter will be stepped down. Not even an inch of our land we're giving. So I already know a day before that this is what he was going to say today. But again, talks are cheap. We should not just go to rest on our bed and go and rest because of what the way he responded to our brothers are protected. So we should keep the fire burning. And those states must take charge now. This is an opportunity to train the youth on farming, cattle farming, sheep farming, pig farming, poultry, and ranching. It's a win-win. We have slaughterhouses across Benin. It is people who are running it. So please, moving forward, there is need for we to come together in oneness and make the state attain greatness by cooperating. We are not fighting each other. We all love our state. So first, leave our comfort zone, leave our businesses, leave our work. Yesterday, we spent 6 hours in the show now. Nigeria what? 6 hours. 6 hours is a whole lot, especially for those who stay in Europe. So for we to dedicate our time, it doesn't mean we are jobless. So it's because we want the state to attain greatness. That's why we dedicate that time to the program. So we should see ourselves as one big family moving forward. God bless everybody.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. And I really do appreciate you for that wonderful speech and your efforts. Thank you for that. We have we lost that our brother who joined us, Mr. Murray, not our Mr. Murray from America. Okay, maybe he was actually struggling earlier on. Okay, let's go back to Midwest Republic. Are you back? We've been looking for Midwest Republic for the past how many hours now?
Midwest is not back. Can I come in?
Gina Ken is back.
No, Gina Ken is back. Okay, Gina Ken, please talk to us. We are going to round up now. Go ahead. Talk about the protest, please. About the protest.
Man, the protest was beautiful. It was rugged and dogged. You know, everything that we planned was all carried on, and our people did not let us down. They delivered perfectly. And I pray that the good Lord that gave us this opportunity to speak our mind and to sanitize the heart of our people back home, to let them know the danger that is ahead of them. And I pray that good Lord to touch from the speaker to every cabinet member in Obaseki region, that anyone that is going to speak about it, that God should speak through their tongue and take out the heart of greed away from them, the heart of selflessness away from them, the heart of away from them, so that the needful can be done. You know, Edo land cannot be mortgaged for Fulani Herdsmen. You know, so and I'm so happy for what went on today, and I have no other thing to say more. And what I was saying before NEPA took lights in your area, Niger Watch, I was saying that we should choose one day in this week, Wednesday, Friday, or whatever. Let we that is on this platform, let's go one day fasting. Let's fast for a day. Let's pray for it though. You know, as we are doing the talking, we are doing the spending, let's also be doing the spiritual.
Okay. No problem.
You know, family, what do you guys think? It's a suggestion.
All right. Let's hear from Israel Samota. Are you still here? Okay.
It's a brilliant idea.
Okay. Thank you very much for that response, the good comrade. All right. The Midwest.
Can I come in?
Who is that?
Mr. Alice.
Oh, Mr. Alex, go ahead, talk to us.
I just want to say again, well done to everybody. When that number was shared on the platform yesterday, some of my friends in Europe, like in Greece, my brother in America, my sister in Scotland who works with the Scotland Yard, calls were bombarding that speaker's phone. You can ask him if he's your friend. So some of us are doing our own, like the good comrade said, we don't say things out. Everybody loves Edo State. I have more than 10 people who called that speaker. Whether he picked or not, I don't know. People made those phone calls and screenshot their calls to me that he wasn't picking, but I don't know if he called back. So we are all fighting the same cause. And I'm very proud to be a member of this platform. And I will always be a member of this platform, so long the platform do not deviate from their just ways and their ways they are fighting for the poor. So sometimes, like the good comrade said, we may disagree, doesn't mean we hate anybody. We are one. In a debate, people are bound to argue. Sometimes tempers can even go up. Doesn't mean that we are fighting. We are friends. So I love you guys, and I love everybody that participated one way or the other for this for the protest. And I want us to keep the fire burning, because we cannot trust politicians. Thank you.
Thank you. And I want to let everyone know, this is one of the reasons why I was trying to get the attention of the Midwest Republic, because he said earlier on that the link to the GoFundMe, he tried to pay in money there, but his card was not accepted. And so I thought that problem was from us. But I've checked it now, and I get to see that people have already started donating money there. So anybody can click on that link, because for transparency purposes, that's why we put it right there. So anybody who click on it, you can see how much is there, any money who, that left there as well. So that's what GoFundMe is all about. So please, we have someone who just donated now, but although the person donated as anonymous, but I received the person's name. So I cannot mention the person's name. It's a lady, but because on the public, she put it as an anonymous. So I'm not going to mention your name here, madam. You know, but we just want to say thank you so much. You are the first donor on that platform right now. So anybody who see that link, click on it. If you can donate, do. If not, also click on it to monitor what we are raising there right now. We have 30,000 pounds there, which is about 18 point something million naira that we put in there. So we just put a maximum, which is the rules of the platform. It's not compulsory, you must raise up to that. But if we raise up to that, it's a good thing, because we have a lot of things to do in those states apart from land grabbing. A lot of things are affecting every one of us. And what is currently holding everybody back for this not to be achieved is money. If money is really there, whenever something came up like this, you know, because money is there that everybody can see, we can make a decision immediately. That's what it means. And for the account that was posted out for protest, please, nobody should pay money in there anymore. That was only for the protest. That's why we brought this out now. So henceforth, now we are focusing back again on our land grabbing. We already have 2 point something million, which my Naija Watch family raised, you know, on their own. So we raised that one indoors. So we only just brought it to the public right now. So by bringing it to the public, we decided to put it as a GoFundMe, where the public, everyone can see this, you know, and take it from there. So thank you very much, my people. I think we should be rounding up right now. Anyone who have direct contact with Midwest Republic, please let him know that the situation he was having earlier on to donate money was his own fault, not the fault of the website GoFundMe. Thank you, my good people. I appreciate every one of you. We have to go now. I don't know if anybody have anything to say before I round up. Anybody have anything to say to that? My panel, anything?
Sorry, sorry. Are we still protesting tomorrow?
No protest tomorrow.
Okay, all right.
No protest tomorrow. We had 3 protests today, different one, part 1, part 2, part 3. So we are going to wait this week. As the speaker stated, they will be making a decision. If we are not pleased or convinced by their decision, we are coming back again. Is that okay?
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. I appreciate
And I have one request, please.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
I enjoyed Engineer Sky's prayers yesterday, so I want you to also pray for us closing today, please. You really touched my heart.
Wonderful. Engineer Ken, please round up with us with prayer.
All right. Since we're debating about our mother's tongue, so I believe I have to make this prayer in the door.
No, you cannot.
No. Please, Nigeria word.
You know why, sir?
Nigeria word.
You know why, sir?
There are other tribes here, sir. There are other tribes here.
Mr. Lege, I would prefer you grant today's request by him, please, because it's a spiritual thing. Maybe just got the inspiration from God, please. Let him flow, please.
Let me shock you guys. Let me shock you first. Let me shock you.
Where's the shock here?
The thing where me I want to talk when my Yahweh program any other ethnic in our or we are language now we accepted. We don't
Isha or whatever.
Oh, when Oshomole was in our midst, Esakon was any, we as a do we enjoy it. Mama discriminated one day. When let's attach value to whom we have.
So next time we'll give room for Isha, or next time we'll give room for Isha, or any other
now. Welcome. Okay. Maybe create a chance.
Fire down.
Hold up, please. Good to have you back. You said earlier on that your card you could not enter number.
16 number. Yeah.
Please, you will need to retry again because we can see donations are already coming to that platform. That means the fault was from your end.
Okay.
Yeah, you try later on. Okay, that's why I was looking for your attention. All right, we are rounding up now. So, Engineer Ken, please seal up the program.
All right, Veni Jesu Christi. People say Amen. Veni Jesu Christi. Amen. All no so bog, no so giobo, no so boira, no se rot, no se ten. Baba ne baba ma rowe. Uwe se baba imi ya fefe ni magwan kan kene di ade imaga uwe na managele mwese onari yetin we ni ma imaya mwese. Ujo we baba kon we baba Veni Jesu. Amen. Oba no metoa. Ogenegi gwaga. Baba ne baba mamu edagbe platform na Naija Watch mamu yowobo. Mamu edagbe yedo ya fefe kenorowa kenorisi mamu yowobo. Iguwe buimawawa. Okona we na we saje na ni mabe ige odiedo ege mi aboyare baba. Keke no wawa. Keno no work, keno no gwa yo ge dawa. Inya ju ya mu ni ya mama kason kava. Eri o ka je ni Jesu Christi. Amen. Oba no so ba de no so ge. Mawe we uga mo ve na fu le Naija Watch wawa. Mawe ya ri win na we ya we yo we wawa. You go work with ma. Go ma ha amie. Allah da ma ha amie. Platform na ma mi ku efe igi go mahia omomo mahia imakaga me bani ma me baba eri o kan ga ji su mi oba no so ba no so ke ma pon we ma rowe e na ya fefe ma no we Veni Jesu Christi mi ọ̀fà ọba àtọ́pẹ́ iṣẹ́ maneto gàrí tọ́pẹ́ iṣẹ́
ìnàjọ́ wọ́n ṣe àtọ́pẹ́ iṣẹ́ ìnàjọ́ wọ́n ṣe àtọ́pẹ́
iṣẹ́.
Say my watch in English language, please. It's an English.
Let me shock you. Let me shock you guys.
Please, no shock.
No shock.
He said you want pray for English, you feel pray.
Please,
next time, someone no care those central we no you can learn next time who select you to. Man don't matter, no care about it.
Yeah,
this is what we're doing for it.
I guess and all that. So yeah, so next time.
Okay, sir.
Iris word, we are still looking for you because everybody said I was surprised. I received a lot of messages yesterday that wow, that lady who moderated, we want to see more.
It was a brilliant
program
I
yesterday. I'm
received
so
many
pleased with
messages.
her.
Do you want me to publish the message live? They were
Yes,
saying,
yes,
wow,
yes.
one lady, you know, and that was, you don't employ me, but I said, no.
She stood her ground. I'm so proud of her, my Benin sister.
Because when something is too tense, you put women, men go begin to adjust. So now you
Yeah,
need
hearing her voice alone, just calming my spirit. We need more women. Calm me down
God bless
yesterday.
us all. No, don't worry, we'll work on that. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Honest want to shock us now, Mr. Najawad. Give Alex a minute.
Let me shock you. Let me shock you.
Oh, wait, Mr. Alex, this word
It's from a reliable source, so it's fresh. I have a fresh information. It's fresh.
Yes. This word have you got permission from the good company to use them?
Of course, copyright, yes. Copyright law is given to copyright license there with me.
Mr. Alex, help me shock the Fulani people now.
Hey, Mr. Good comment, I want to shock you. It's very fresh from a reliable fast.
I'm under the anointing.
I meet them in a number. I meet these people. Let me shock you.
Don't worry. Keep it to
that one. God bless you. We are so proud of you. For bringing us all together. One big family. These people, they are messing with us. They don't know that we have a great shocker with us. We'll go and shock them in our forest.
I was surprised when the speaker referenced to us. He said on social media.
Yes. I sent him the link. I compelled him to watch it.
While I be like bicycle. Bye, my people.
That was one of the biggest platforms in Europe. And we are going higher and higher.
What did you say, sir?
I said Nigeria was one of the biggest platforms in Europe.
Thank you, sir.
And we are going higher and higher. They must listen to us. The voice of the people is the voice of God.
Yes. We don't have choice.
Because we have no selfish agenda. We want Edo to attain greatness.
That's it.
Yeah.
No. Thank you. Thank you. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye for now, everyone.
God bless you, my brother. God bless everybody. Edina Ken, God bless everyone.
Thank
Alex,
you,
God
sir.
bless you, man.
God bless you, bro.
Lucky.